symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
What's up, y'all? What's up? Start this off real quick, man. Let's turn that off. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Wednesday to everybody in the building. Salute. I see Deacon Dave is in there. JC the Conqueror. Salute to the big homies out there. All right, man. We're going to talk about briskets, man. We're going to talk about barbecue season, man. I think barbecue and briskets are arriving to the United States before Memorial Day. Usually, barbecue is before Memorial Day. Memorial Day is kind of like the start of the barbecue season for, most Americans. But it's coming early. It's coming early. What up, Snow? What up, Snowman in the building? What's going on with you? What's going on with you, Playboy? What's going on, man? What's going on, man? What's going on? Glad everybody's here. And with the barbecue about to hit, man. With the barbecue season about to hit, man. What's coming with it, man? What's coming with it, man? What kind of savagery gonna see here? Well, I let people come into this live barbecue and brisket session, man. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll make sure I got a cash app too. If you want to hit it up, man, I would very much appreciate it. It would be a blessing, man. I'll thank any amount. I just thank y'all because y'all my peoples, man. What's going on, GW? Yeah, man, that's the best barbecue out there, right there. Oh man, that's that. Oh, it's better than that sazon. It's better than that sazon, man. Woo, it's fire. So let me show you what I'm talking about, man. Let me show you, man. The edible body parts right here. This is what you got right here. All right, so let me pull that up real quick. I got the edible body parts. Yeah, snowman, a bunch of half naked strags looking for a mark that's just coming with it. Oh man. Oh yeah, facts. But all right, we got here the rib area, which is the front. That is number two right there. That is a delicacy in barbecue. Yes, sir. All right, number three is the back right there, right by the shoulder blade. They ain't get a tenderloin out of there. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. You get the brain. See the brain out. See. I don't know how people eat brains, but hey, that's y'all discretion, man. The arms, the legs, and the other. Whoo! They said don't forget about that butt roast, that London broil. Oh man! So we kind of got an idea what kind of barbecue is what kind of cuts will be served at this barbecue here. Kind of got an idea. So let me show y'all what was going on. Let's see. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's show you how the first they prepare it. They gotta prepare it for the barbecue. Let me show you. So yeah, they gotta slice it, put it through the slicer real quick. And sometimes you might not have the slicer, the machinery. So sometimes that good whack of the machete might do, a rock might do. You say, yeah. Yeah, man. That. Sometimes sometimes the machinery is not available. So sometimes you might get that machete, give it a good blunt whack, boom, and there you go. You get that back strap right there. Get that tender piece right there. But man, you always wondering, man, in these type of barbecues, there's a competition. There's usually a head guy that leads the barbecue. But you wouldn't believe the guy's name is Barbecue. I like that name. Barbecue is a nice name. I like it. Man, that's like one of them street names somebody should have used. Barbecue. What up, Shan B? What's going on, man? I wanted to do a show with you. I still want to do a show with you, bro. I hit SKC to let him you email me, man. Definitely, we'll do a show with you, man. Yeah. Oh, for real? Yo, I gotta have you come up, GW. We gotta talk about that. But yeah, man. Woo. So barbecue, man, that's the homie, man. Barbecue kid, he was a cook before too, so that's a crazy part. But now he's leading something. So let me show you what he's talking about. Shout out to Mark.
Jodi an, on a profité de l'occasion ça pour nous dire communauté internationale nan bay Haïti en chance. Parce que ça qui passe dans le pays là, c'est nous-mêmes haïtiens pour qui décider qui moun qui va prendre tête pays et qui mode de gouvernement nous voulons et comment nous allons faire pour nous retirer le pays dans la misère qu'il y a là. On a profité pour une communauté internationale là. Si yo continue dans route yo pour aller là.
You know what I'm saying? He said, yo, if they're not improving, man, I'm gonna have to if they're not improving the quality of my cuts of meat, I'm gonna have to find other cuts of meat. I'm gonna have to find other cuts. And you see the diagram right here, the photo right here. He said he needs better quality. Y'all not giving him better quality. Instead, y'all giving him a whole bunch of, you know, he got to make use of what he got. That's what I got from that. Shout out to the nice choice of gun, American M481 assault right. Yeah, that 5.56 is serious, bro. Shout out to y'all, man. In Texas too, man. Y'all down south, man. Y'all living the life, man. But woo, that barbecue. But you know, with barbecue to me, I think of the beaches, but I also think of like the swamps and, you know, when they talk about cannibals. Let me show you a true cannibal in action. This is what I believe is coming to the barbecue too. Yeah, they coming to the barbecue. You know, sometimes if you ain't got the machinery to cut the meat, you got to use something else. You got to use something else. So sometimes you got. Yeah, man. Let me yeah, don't trust any Negro named barbecue. Facts. Them gators ain't going, man. But yo, them Crocs is coming, man. The Crocs is coming. If you haven't noticed, there's been an influx of Crocs coming. Yeah, Trey. Facts. Facts. We need to stream on that one, bro. Oh man, yeah, that's my homie though. He's getting big now. Texas in every way. You know what I'm saying? Man, barbecue might put Texas in every way for a run. You know, he got them real oxtails, real straight from Haiti. He got the real oxtails. He got them baby back ribs. He got all that right now. Yeah, all that right now. Yeah, them Crocs don't play, man. I'm telling you, that's the difference. That's how like America. We got alligators here in America. Them other places got crocodiles, but now the crocodiles is coming over here, and they like the barbecue too. They like the barbecue, and they'll eat anything. They'll eat anything. So let me, you know what I mean? And this poor gentleman right here, he was trying to explain what's going on when the barbecues and the Crocs come on. Let me show y'all.
You guys are listening to the state. You have all these houses being built. That's discrimination in my eyes. And I wanted to know if you guys had your lawyer here, because my cousin, my ex-wife, my friend, my black friend, my white friend, any friend, they have to follow the standards of this. If they want to go to a place in Brunswick, they need 3 years tax returns, first month, last month, Social Security, this, that, and it's a battle. Nobody can live. But now you're just going to fill these houses full of people that don't have any of that. They're not even from here. Hate to say it. Half of them are illegal because they came across the border not through the port of entry. Some may be legal. Well, if they're legal and they got a job and they're paying their taxes and they're paying their bills and they got 3 months proof of this and that, so what's going on? Am I too white? Is that what it is? Do I work too much? What's the discrimination factor? Where's, like I said in that last meeting, nobody got a hold of me, where is my 2 years free stuff?
Yeah, I feel homie, man. I really do, man. But it's because you're not barbecuing enough. You're not barbecuing enough. You don't make that barbacoa. You know, your fufu ain't strong enough. You can't fling fufu like that. You know what I mean? Like your burrito game is a little off. So like they asked for all of that, man. I'm telling you. If I was him, I'd pretend to be Ukrainian. If I was him, I'd pretend to be Ukrainian. They can't deny you're Ukrainian. Ukrainian, yes. They can't deny it, but damn, I feel for you, homie. Shout out to that, man. That was in Maine. Apparently, this was a couple weeks ago. They was moving people into the homes, and I think Trey was talking about it too. So that was something about free labor and letting them live there for free, whatever. So there you go, right there, man. So right now, man, I can't even show this video, but you guys kind of seen the video lately. The video lately has been these guys have been getting their ops or their enemies, taking them out of here, and then barbecuing them on an open roasted fire. And sometimes they get this chart right here. Sometimes they get the front, they get the back, they get the other. You know, the other is serious. The other is serious. That other, they probably feed a whole village with that, man. That's why them Kenyan soldiers is over there. Them Kenyan soldiers is over there because they can get some free food. Did you hear about Kenya? They sending all them Kenyan soldiers to Haiti right now to get some barbecue. And trust me when I tell you, you ain't gonna see no more starving Somalians. You might not see that no more. You know, if you watch TV late at night, you see them starving kids, and you gotta donate $1 or a quarter. That might end soon. That might definitely end soon. Because Kenya's about to feast. Man, this might be to me, I see this as an opportunity for Africa to start eating, get as much barbecue as you can. Because this is their type of barbecue. This is crocodile barbecue. And crocodiles, they the type they can eat through turtle shells, all of that. So sometimes you might just give it to them straight raw. They'll eat the raw barbecue, Sometimes it's how they feel when they get their barbecue. This is the first thing I'll see when a Kenyan arrives at Haiti. This is the first thing I'm gonna hear. Let me show you. Yeah, man, that's gonna be them. They're gonna be happy, man. Barbecue is gonna be barbecue. Get so much barbecue for everybody arriving. You know what I mean? Hey, Latina, what's going on? Good morning, mommy. What's going on with you? Man, it's gonna be monumental. But in other places like New York City, they're not feeling the barbecue right now. They don't like to barbecue. In New York, we don't do like down south, y'all got the get-togethers and the barbecue. We kind of got that, but it's like a block party. Everybody gotta be outside. You can't be like a family get-together. The whole block's your family. Whatever block you from, that's your family. Y'all gonna have a cookout over there. So this cookout was inside a government building. And I guess the barbecue wasn't being felt today. So let me show y'all what's going on. Let me show y'all. Yeah, Freezer, that's a fact. We barely got barbecue. We barely got grass at that, man. You got a barbecue on the concrete. Yeah, we doing it in the park. That's a fact. Yeah, we doing it in the park, man. But yeah, that barbecue was not being felt, man. It was see New York, man, we can't do barbecues, man. You gotta go to Orchard Beach or something. You gotta go to Cho-Cha Beach to get your barbecue on. They they not feeling the migrant barbecue for whatever reason. For whatever reason, they're not feeling it, man. Ugh, nasty work, man. Nasty work. But shout barbecue's my homie. I mess with barbecue. I think barbecue's trying to feed the diaspora. And I say, yo, America, let that man feast. You know what I mean? I wish I had that clip where everybody eat. Everybody eat. Like he's trying to make sure all of them eat. So America, let him get his barbecue on. He ain't got that prime cut of beef. He ain't got that Berkshire pork. He got that Haitian select cut. You know the select cut where you go to Save a Lot and you get the select cut. That's what he got. He got the select cut. Let my man eat with the select cut. We should back away. Let the Kenyans get what they want because you know with Kenya they starving over there, man. You know they got that's how they so fast and running. They don't have no protein nourishment over there like that. So if you get the barbecue from Haiti to Kenya, man, this might stop world hunger. I say let them eat. I say let them eat. Look at that. Look at all that, man. You know what I mean? But let me get that out of there. Let me get that out of there. You know what I mean? Hold on one second. Hold on. Because you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'm not a cannibal, but you know, some people are cannibals and I respect their culture. I respect their culture. Some people I respect their culture. I respect that they cannibal. You know what I'm saying? I like chicken. I like fish. I like steak. You know what I mean? But some people like that. They like that arm and the leg. Yeah, they don't want that drumstick. They want the arm and the leg. That's what they want, and I gotta respect it. Yeah, discount meats. That's what they want. They want discount meats. You know what I mean? That's what they want. Maybe it tastes better. Maybe that type old blood when they send the brine, you know, when you brine in your oxtails or whatever, it might taste a little better. It might come out a little better when you brine it with that type O blood or that type B blood. It might taste better. You know what I mean? Sometimes it gives you a rush. You know, it's like a I call it Haitian adrenal. You know, y'all finish the statement, adrenal, whatever. I can't even say it. It's like that Haitian adrenal, like it feeds them. You know what I mean? Look at Wyclef, man. Wyclef was producing for years. You think Wyclef was out here eating ribeyes and all that? Nah, Wyclef made the greatest hits of all time with some Haitian prime cuts, man. Let that man America, man. Yeah, look, we try like we in Ukraine, we in Israel and Pakistan, but man, how beautiful would it be to let the Haitians and the Kenyans trade food, man? It's like when Russia trades food with brains all over the world and all of that. Like you know, like when you go to these countries and they trade chocolate, they traded food. The UN should not even UN should fall back. Let barbecue do barbecue, man. Let him do his barbecue. But I'm gonna add the link to people to come up in a few moments. I just want to play one last video of my friend Barbecue here. He's a good friend of mine. I think he's good people, you know, and I think he's needed, man. I think barbecue is needed, man. I think there should be more barbecues in countries like Haiti. There should be more barbecues in countries like Haiti. And excuse his bling, please. I know y'all. If y'all see his bling, y'all gonna go crazy. But leave his bling. Oh, he was. Yeah, talking about yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ready or not? Here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna grill you and smoke you tender. Oh man. You know what I mean? I'm like Andre the Giant right here. I don't want none of that, but I understand. I don't want none of that, but no, that's not me. But let me play this clip of barbecue, then I'll send the link for people to come up. Happy Wednesday to everybody.
Nous gardons nous. Yo commencé violer femmes. Jean ministre te fait en 2004. Yo commencé violer ti filles. Jean ministre te fait en 2004. Yo commencé violer ti garçon. Jean soldat uruguayen te fait en 2004. Yo porté choléra ba nous. Jean de parler au fait parce que 20 000 haïtiens et goumé ça, c'est peut-être ça nous sorti nous, il pas goumé ni Genève, il pas goumé ni GPEP. La goumé peuple haïtien pour nous garder dignité pays nous.
Hey, JC, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say more. He's an asset for Smithfield. What's the other bacon company they got? Gwaltney Bacon, Tyson Chicken. Oh, nah, white people, SKC, they don't barbecue. They smoke their meats. That's a white people. White people smoke their meats usually. Barbecue is more like, it's more of a, I would say that's more of a diasporic delicacy. Is that French? It could be. I think, yeah, French, yeah, definitely. But let me send out this link, man. We can have some fun with it. Y'all can shoot the breeze, talk about it. You know what I mean? I want to hear everybody else's opinion on this. But man, let barbecue, man. I think, man, world hunger would be solved because like Africa needs like a barbecue. They need a barbecue, man. Excuse my work computer. My work computer says focus. I'm trying to focus. Let me mute you real quick. Respect. I'm gonna mute you. But let barbecue, man. Like South Africa needs a barbecue right now. They move all the white people out of there. I'll bring all the white people back. I think they're Dutch or something. I'll bring them all back to Europe. I'll let them barbecue, man. Look, they can't grow no plants and all that. Let them barbecue. That's what we do. Like, no matter where you go in any melanated area, there's always a barbecue. Like in Brooklyn, the Jamaicans, they be barbecuing outside. You ever, like JC, you know what I'm talking about. Yo, you go to Brooklyn and you see they be barbecuing that jerk chicken. That joint be smelling good. I sweat everything. And then like you go to the Bronx, sometimes like the Africans be barbecuing. And then like the Haitians, you go deep in Brooklyn, the Haitians, they barbecue too. Yeah. Poor Andre, man. Poor Andre. You know what I'm saying? Poor Andre. I'm not gonna put Andre on. I'm gonna put back the essential parts for barbecuing the cannibalism way. This is the most edible parts. So feel free to come up. I put the link in there. Kind of sauce Haitians use? That is a good question. Dang. Do they use Sazon? Because I mean, Dominican Republic's like right next door. So like, I know Dominicans like to use Sazon. So I don't know if Haitians like to use Sazon. I never really ate Haitian food. I played basketball with Haitians, but like I don't know. Like I've never been to their house. That's one like part of the which I call the diaspora. I haven't been to their house. Like I've been to every like New York, you've been to like everybody's house. I've been to Jamaicans' house, like jerk everywhere. You're not messing with Jamaican. That's why I said Jamaicans, you know what I mean? Like, they like the holy grail of Melanesian because like they got the good food, they got the good music, they got everything good. Like they got but Haitians, it's like, Haitians, they have a special spicy coleslaw seasoning. I'll have to try that out. I might have to go back to Brooklyn one day. I might have to. I got one for you, SKC. If you come up though, I got a question that nobody asked when it comes to delicacy and the community and other parts of non-communities. If you can come up, I would love to talk to you about that because the barbecue's arriving, man. They said a good number of them. Let me see who's this on. Oh, Freeman's Journal. Oh, snap! I got Freeman's Journal. Good. I don't know if you're in Texas or whatever, but I'm gonna say good morning, good afternoon to you, man. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
That's good. What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know what's going on down there, bro. Like, I mean, I live in South Florida, so I know plenty of Haitian people, but I just don't know. And you know, I've asked about it in the past, but it's something that they just don't want to talk about. Like, they don't want to talk about Haiti.
Yeah,
Right.
man.
So it's like I live amongst Haitians, but still have no idea what's going on. So
Yeah. Other than that clip that's been going, I know you're on Twitter, so you probably seen that clip where it's been going around, and I think
oh,
they're
yeah.
trying to scrub it off the internet. Like that shocked everybody. Like that shocked everybody. It was like that's why the barbecue name really fits because it was literally a barbecue. I was like,
Yeah, that's
but yeah.
crazy, bro.
Mm.
But I was saying that spicy, it's like a
Mhm.
little spicy cold sauce called pickles.
Yes, sir.
Very nice, very nice.
Mm.
Mhm.
Now, is there like because I haven't? That's the one part I really haven't never had Haitian food. Is this more sweet flavors or is it more spicy or is it like a mix?
Well, they like the spicy because like the pickles. So it's kind of like I don't know. It's called griot. It's if you look up griot, it's GRIOT. Um, and that is they do that in either goat or pork, but that is quite tasty. Um, but yeah, I don't. But that's the only real dish I eat. I haven't even gone beyond that because usually when there's like a festival, I just look for the
Mhm.
stall that says griot and just go there and get that.
Yeah, that's true. But since you're here, right, I want to ask because nobody brings this up in terms of food, right? Like the communitized food is not food that's you can eat on the go. Like when you think of food that you can eat on the go, it's usually like non-communitized food, right? Like if you're busy working, like you're eating a sandwich or a
Hmm.
slice of pizza or a bagel or a hamburger. Those are the things you eat when you're on the move. Versus communitized food, you gotta sit down. It's a long process. This is where the cookout and all this stuff comes in. No matter where you're from, you're gonna have a cookout. What's your thoughts on that? Because I wanted to ask SKC about it because it's a very stark difference in terms of food culture too.
Hmm. Yeah, I never thought of that. Yeah, it's called pickles. Pickles is the name of it. I'm not sure, man. Maybe it's I don't
Mm,
know habit. It's you know, modern foods are designed for modern things. You know, hot dogs weren't around, 200 years ago. They're kind of
that is true.
developed for, the American diet is kind of developed for productivity, you know.
Mm,
So
that's
old
true.
school, fried chicken or greens or whatever, that's going to be something that takes a lot of time. Not in like pot roast, right? Roast takes a long time. So does what is that other style? What is the other style? Darn it, braising, right? Braising meats. That's
Very,
3-4 hour process, right? So
true. That's true, man. Hey, Dr. Coon, welcome, man. How you doing this morning?
Recovering well. I had a bit too much wine last night, and
Mm,
so I had to make some extra black coffee this morning.
oh boy.
yeah, I understand completely, man. Where did your? Let me ask this question. Where did your beans come from?
My what?
The beans, coffee beans. Were they Arabic? Were they Colombian? Were they Ethiopian?
Oh, yeah, these are Ethiopian.
Okay.
But typically we keep uh, I would say a good variety. My wife and I we like to go to a few of the coffee shops around here and just test out different ones that we come across. So there's a bunch of bags in here, and then plus my uh, mother and father-in-law are always coming over and popping up from time to time, and will sometimes wake me up by somebody in the kitchen grinding coffee, and I'll be like, "Oh, that must be them." So, yeah.
Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
have you had the servo coffee, SKC? The poop coffee?
No.
Dude, it's good.
Poop coffee? What the fuck is poop coffee?
Yeah. It's the servo coffee. There's an animal that eats the beans, right? They not the beans, but the cherry. They eat the coffee cherry and then they poop out the beans. So what they do is they go get the beans out of the poop. Of course, they clean it off, but then they roast it and everything like regular coffee. And it's good, man. I don't know what to tell you. My mother, you reminded me of the SKC. We're talking about your in-laws, because my mother-in-law brought me some. They went to Asia a few months ago, so she brought me a few packs of that, and I was like, this is actually good.
Yeah,
And
like
people look at me funny for eating mushrooms that grew on poop.
oh well. Yeah, sometimes, like I said, we'll go around to a few of the, the local shops around here. But other times, different clients that I've worked with, because they know I like coffee so much, they'll just send me home with a bag of something that they like and they want me to try out.
Oh, nice. Oh boy, who's got the microwave?
Yeah,
I do.
That's an industrial one, man. You need to give me the hookup to that one, man. I need that type of microwave in my life.
He said,
Yeah,
same
that's the type of
God, dog it, man. I don't even.
That's the type
I
of
try not to
microwave you
even
can cook that
go out
on.
with clients anymore on that day, because they try to get you to drink and everything, and can't get any work done.
That's all good. But yeah, I think somebody got some background noise. I don't know what that you know, man. They got some background noise. My bad. Yeah,
You're
got
gonna
it,
have to
though.
beat Snowman.
Nah, it's all good. I think you. But since you guys are here, let's talk about Mr. Barbecue, man. What are your thoughts on Mr. Barbecue? I want to know from Freeman's Journal and SKC. I'm blessed to have you guys here at the same time on my panel. So I want to hear from you guys.
Man, like I said, I don't know, man. I can only take it at face value, right? I have no insider information. The Haitians I know do not talk about Haiti. So, I mean, I only know what you know. And, it's like the continued dysfunction, right? The Clintons ripped them off, took all their gold. The UN gave them cholera. It's just like, are they cursed? I mean, is there some sort of spell on that place? Because, I mean, it's all bad, all bad.
This makes me kind of wonder what was going on before that. There on that island before it was discovered by the Western world.
That is a good question. I have no clue. But let me ask you, SKC. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
No, it's like the reason why I asked is because I forget that day I was doing that stream, and I think it was a guy named Wolf or something, and he was having a conversation with me about and Stanley. They're talking about the Indians in America and all of that stuff, and so it sparked my curiosity, and I read a few selections about that, and man, a lot of those Indians they were pretty fierce, and some of the things that they were involved in involved cannibalism and stuff. So I kind of wonder when it came to what's that, Haiti and Dominican Republic. I forget what it was called before then. Was it like Hispaniola or something like that?
Yeah, Espanol. Yep.
And
yeah, it could have been
I
the
wonder if
Caribs.
any of that was practiced there.
Oh, the Caribs were cannibals for sure. So I don't know if it was, I don't know, the center of it was actual Haiti, but yeah, Caribs were cannibals.
But let me ask you this: since you are in Florida, Freeman, have you heard of a gang called Zopound? They're like a Florida-based Haitian gang that I guess made their way, from what I'm reading, across the United States.
No, I haven't heard of them.
Okay, let me see. I'll try to send a link to you guys in the back chat. Give me 1 second, but you guys keep going. My bad.
So I'm currently running a live stream while being on another live stream.
Oh, I saw that. You still on?
It's still on my Wi-Fi, man. I'm playing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can
actually
only
found
listen to Ratchet Ass Keishas for so long, man.
I actually found it. I kept it in my little research files. This is a study coming out of North Carolina, January 10th, 2020. Columbus's Caribbean cannibal claims were correct. For centuries, scholars have discounted Christopher Columbus's reports of a population of cannibals that raided other peoples in what is now known as the Bahamas. Yeah, there you go. Previous journal, the Carib people.
Yeah. The Caribs were straight up. That's known. Caribs were cannibals. Mm-hmm.
Damn, man. That's the last part of the community part that's missing. I said that's like the final piece is the carry, the crown jewel.
Oh my goodness. Yes. And it talks about they would make raids in Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, Cuba, the Yucatan, Panama, sections of Colombia, and northern Venezuela. So these people they were traveling to eat people.
Raiding like Vikings, man. Caribbean cannibal Vikings. Just
Hey. Put some respect on them Vikings. They only ate choice humans.
Yes, sir. I have to. I'm just showing the technique. It's just the technique. The technique. Yeah.
That fat and that muscle ratio had to be a real nice marbling in order for the Vikings to eat them.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's part of the culture. You know something that I kind of wonder about? What do the vegans think about this?
Dude, the wife was on a thread the other day about vegans, all right? And it has nothing to do with the cannibalism, but she was on this thread where there was this vegan that was complaining that her neighbors wasn't respecting their circular radius of not having to smell their barbecue when they were cooking it.
say, what was that now?
Yes, that there's this vegan that believes that they have a circular radius that should not be violated around their property. Okay, and that she was complaining because her neighbor barbecued almost every day, and they had to smell the meat being cooked wafting into their radius that should not be violated.
Well,
I said they're lucky it ain't me, because I'd be I would have a nonstop barbecue, never always going. I'd be barbecuing something 24/7.
He said he's not even eating. He's just barbecuing for his dogs.
I would too, man. I would barbecue leftovers just to give to the dog. I would barbecue fucking junk just for the animals living in the backyard, just to piss them off.
Mm-hmm. Make an outdoor kitchen.
Why do have you guys heard any of the pro-blacks say anything about Haiti?
No.
Nah.
Because for a long time I thought that people would say, "Oh man, those are like what white people do."
Yeah.
But actually, see, hold on. Maybe you don't understand the reasons why. Maybe starvation. When you're hungry, you just gotta eat, and everybody must eat.
Everybody must.
Hey man, that one video that SKC gave me the other day where that dude was chopping pieces off of that dude's leg like it was beef jerky was crazy.
Oh, dude, oh God. Man,
yeah, man, he was just munching on it like it was nothing, man.
For real, dude. I mean, you could see the whole leg. He just lifted it right up out of the fire, man. Took his machete to it, chopped him off a chunk like it was a piece of fucking lamb or something.
God dang.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness, man. It's like, oh my goodness.
Like it was another day, man. Like nothing to see here, folks. Business as usual. Let's go about our day now. We're just trying to get some nourishment. Doesn't matter that it's cousin Eddie.
But I had an idea, SKC. With the Kenyans, they're saying they're coming in to help the Haitians out. I was thinking maybe they could get some more meat to feed their people back home. You know, barbecue could be for everybody. Like, you know, South Africa can have their own barbecue, and you know they could you know, they can feed people while culling the herd.
I don't know, man. It's okay. So why is Kenya involved in that?
I just read in the news. I have no idea. Let me pull up the article.
Yeah, why is Kenya? Where's that Monroe Doctrine?
Get you guys in a second. Give me 1 second.
Kenya's Haiti mission in limbo amid crisis.
I find that kind of interesting and weirdly interesting because it's like slavery and stuff. Dudes over there eating each other. Okay, we got to step in. Come on, that's enough. You're making us look bad.
All right, hold up. Latest news: Kenya pauses deployment to Haiti following growing doubts about their mission going. So let me see. Let me see something here. Let's do a cheat right here to share the screen. Do that way. Got somebody in here? Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, man? What's up?
Yeah, I jumped on my computer, man. My phone wasn't cutting it.
Oh, I feel you. All right, there we go. All right. Can you guys see the screen right there? Can everybody see it?
That's a nice Toyota. That's a Tacoma.
Yeah, man. That's how I know you're in a foreign country. When you see those bars on there, you're in a foreign country. And that's Toyota.
That Toyota is regime change on a budget. I'm with it.
Hey, dude, when you see that type of shit on the front of a Beamer, though, man, that's when you know you're really in a foreign country. Seriously.
Yeah, I kind of wonder why they have the, you know, what connection Kenya has with Haiti.
Could be a barbecue connection.
They blacker than a motherfucker in Haiti.
Could be that barbecue, and that too,
It's the Pan African connection.
I'm gonna say they all look like burnt toast over there.
Oh man, has Umar said anything about it?
Not that I
Umar.
I put a link to Tariq in the back.
Oh, you did? Give me 1 second. Let me see. Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna do it on my other one. I'm on my laptop and my phone.
We cannot be eating each other, brothers.
Why not?
We cannot be eating each other, brothers.
Dude, dark meat is
we cannot.
Dark meat is the moistest meat out there, sir.
The sweet baby rays on each other, brothers.
What if they're like just light skin? You know, maybe light skin people could be eating, and you get too dark.
As long as it's dark meat, man, it doesn't matter if it's light or dark. It's just got to be dark. It's got to be like dark meat.
Well, the way that they were roasting people is all dark meat. Would they?
Yeah, that shit looked like fucking Cajun.
Right.
Hey, Sweet Baby Ray's makes everything better, man. Everything.
What about you? You don't like Dave's?
Dave's ain't bad, but I like Sweet Baby Ray's better.
I got you. I understand.
I mean, something about an old brother from the South who knows how to make real barbecue sauce. Matt, hey, dude, how much you want to bet that's a white dude that came up with that recipe and
How
gave it
y'all
a
doing,
black
man?
name?
All right.
Don't make me look.
You guys hear me good? Everybody hear me good? Y'all can hear me good. Let me get. Y'all can hear me good, family. Can I get a thumbs up from everybody if y'all can hear me?
Nah, you're a
Broadcasting
horrible
live.
person, Tariq.
Are we good?
Broadcasting
Looking
live
down,
from
making
Plato's
sure we good.
Cave.
The sound is good, right? All right. Excuse me. All right, man. How's everybody doing?
He
man? I
hiding
hope
from
you
white
guys
people in the
are
Caucasus Mountains
having
right
a
now.
great week so far. It's the middle of the week. What's up, D Tubman? I see you. What's up, brother Robbie Blue? Glad to
Hey,
have y'all tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. What's up,
title alone though.
Why does
my
barbecue
boy?
look like a young Forrest Whitaker?
All right.
He do, man.
Giannis. See there, Miss Trinity. I see Nikki the God. How are you, beloved?
And you're right,
y'all go to Rootwork
Snowman.
Style.
I knew
Sweet
it.
Baby Raisy is owned by a white man.
I knew it. I knew it.
Museum.com to get the children's book, Hidden
He put a
History from
picture
A
of
to
his
Z, and
granddaddy's
also to make
slave on the
a
cover of
monthly
that thing just to
donation
sell it.
the legendary Hidden History Museum. We got a lot of events coming up in the next few weeks. There's no place like the Hidden History Museum here in Los Angeles at 2131 West Jefferson Boulevard. We get busy at the Hidden History Museum. But today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about what's going on in Haiti. You know, in Haiti, it's going down in Haiti. It is going down in Haiti right now. There's a lot of civil unrest in Haiti. The president has basically been ousted. The police stations, a lot of them have been taken over. I mean, it's a real turn up out there in Haiti right now. A lot of the prisoners, they've been released, and the Western media, you know, they're using very sensationalized words like, oh, the roaming gangs here, gangs there, whoop-de-whoop. A few weeks ago, I talked about the history.
SKC, that dude is really white too. Like really, really white.
You know what, man? I do want to play that SKC video. I do want to play that one, but I just had to pause on that gang part right there because the guy said himself that he leads the gangs. That's what Barbecue says. So I don't know what Tariq is getting this from. I have no clue. What's your thoughts so far?
You know, he has to
Tariq's a liar.
placate his audience and try to make.
Don't, dude. He's a fucking liar. Let's keep it real. Everything that comes out his mouth is some bullshit that he made up.
Well, if he doesn't support his own work, you know what is it called? The secret colors or something like that.
Oh,
he's got to
what's it
cast
called?
those shadows, man.
Hidden
He's gotta
levels.
cast those shadows.
The hidden levels.
Yeah,
Hidden
yeah,
colors
you know,
is what it is. Hidden colors.
yeah. It's like I'm pretty sure he had stuff in there about Haiti. So,
Yeah, that's where they were all buck broken at, man. Was over there.
so you know he can't go against his products. So.
Haiti is the prime location of his gay porn documentary that he put out a couple years ago.
Eesh, that's nasty work. All right, let me let it roll. 1 second, y'all.
Of how societies are built up and how they collapse. They build up and they collapse. From the works of 13th century people to write about history from a social studies standpoint. And he talks about in his book from centuries ago how societies are usually built up, and then you have a class of people who become content, and they are somewhat of an oppressor class. And then you have a so-called barbarian class who comes in and overtakes that society. After a while, the barbarian class, they get comfortable, and they get content, and then another so-called barbarian class comes in under them, undermines everything, and then they settle in, and it's just a cycle that keeps repeating itself.
Wait. Is he
Um,
quoting some Nietzsche
Now,
there?
as that relates to Haiti, when we
Repeat that one. My bad. Repeat that one more time. I'm sorry.
No. That's the cycle that Nietzsche described. Right?
Mm,
They get replaced by an existing peaceful cattle raising culture gets replaced by the barbarians. So it seems like that is what he was describing.
gotcha.
see words like gangs and all of that. And when Rhodesia fell, when the black folks out there in Rhodesia turned up, they were gangs too, and then they became the ruler class, Mugabe. You understand? And ruled that for years. And that's what happens with a lot of societies when you see people talking about the barbarian class or the gangs or the
Man, why can't the gangs
thugs.
in America get it
No,
together then?
those are sensationalized words by the established power system. So we got to watch the propaganda. That's my point. When we hear certain propaganda words, we got to really, really read between the lines and not take things for face value. Because now what the Western media is doing, they're portraying this brother out there in Haiti, one of the main guys out there putting in some work. Um, they're really, really demonizing this one gentleman. And historically, when you see them demonizing somebody, especially a black person, that's Jimmy Barbecue Cherizier. I hope I'm not pronouncing his name right, probably. Cherizier, Cherizier, or Cherizier. It's something like that. We just call him Barbecue. So for the last couple of weeks, they've been really demonizing this guy. He's a gang leader, Barbecue, and he's a cannibal. That's the thing that raised my antennas. When they start calling a black person a cannibal, I want y'all to always watch out for that. When they start trying to demonize a black person and they start throwing cannibal around,
So when black people
usually
eat
that
other black
black
people, it's not cannibalism?
person is the good guy that they're not telling you about. The
Let it rip.
barbecue
Let it rip.
might not be the bad guy. They're
I,
trying to
I
make him
was
out to be. They
I was
keep throwing
back.
that
Okay.
cannibal
I got
thing
a
in there.
delay. Yeah, feel free now, man. I'll pause it real quick. So he says Negroes can be cannibals too, man. They can't be. What's your thoughts, man?
What do you call it when you eat one of your own kind then if you're black?
It's
It's called superheroism.
just the Caribs were freaking cannibals, bro. It's not a big deal. I mean, but he's casting shadows, so it's got to be black people are the victim of something, right? It's Tuesday. That's his business model.
White people didn't send enough pork and toilet paper, so it's their fault we're eating each other.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that comes next. It was,
I'm gonna try to find that Omar clip real quick because Tariq is long-witted. He is long-witted, but let me see. Free Zone, you had sent something about Umar Johnson. I think I got it. Okay. This is 10 days ago from what you said. Okay, so let me see if I could get this playing real quick. Give me 1 second.
I'm just trying to figure out how anybody's supposed to take any of these fools serious anymore at this point.
Which one's Barbecue or Tariq?
Tariq. People like Tariq
Okay.
and Umar. I mean, it's ridiculous the projection that they're constantly putting out.
That is crazy, though, man. It's loading up. I'm just on a delay on my end. Hey, good morning to the baby, man. I got my boy here too. He over here. What's up, man? Got the babies over here. Yeah. Can you hear it? Hold on. Can you guys hear it?
No.
All right.
Still can't hear nothing. Oh, there it is. There it is.
I saw a video you recently saying that you only focusing on black issues before any other race.
Yes.
Why is that?
Because our group are the most maligned, we're the most ignored. Historically, we've been the most oppressed, and nobody speaks for black people. We speak for everybody, diluting our power and diluting the focus. You see,
what?
I want to speak for my people because my people
or any other race.
Yes.
Why is that? I saw a video you recently saying that you only focusing on black issues before any other race.
Yes.
Why is that?
Because our group are the most maligned, we're the most ignored. Historically, we've been the most oppressed, and nobody speaks for black people. We speak for everybody, diluting our power and diluting the focus. You see, I want to speak for my people because my people never gets enough attention. It's not racism against nobody else. I want justice for the Ukrainian people. I want justice for the Palestinians. I want justice for every group that's being oppressed. But guess what? My people never get the attention shown on their issues like other groups do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to be one person who marries myself, commits myself to only focusing on African issues.
Are people upset with you because you're not taking or advocating for the Palestinians?
Of course they are. First of all, non-African groups expect us to fight for them because we always do. People can always take us for granted because we're always championing someone else's cause besides our own. So yes, they do, right? But at the same token, and I just reiterate my position.
Hey, Kamasi, share it from my. Let me share it because this keeps cutting in and out.
Got you. Give me 1 second. Got you.
Let me share my screen. I got
a
way more.
minute helping you means.
Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up.
No problem. Let me know when you're ready. You know, I was skipping on mine.
It's good. I got you. Go ahead. All right.
Black bourgeoisies who don't want to scratch the power structure the wrong way. But you see in the Congo, and by the way, the Congo and Haiti, the reason why those are the two longest going and most disastrous human rights situations is because iridium in Haiti. Iridium is a mineral you need for atomic weaponry. It's a mineral
my God, bro.
Melt under the hottest temperature. So America want Haiti selling their iridium to anybody else in the world. That's why they keep Haiti backwards, because Haiti is one of the top producers of iridium on the planet. And for the Congo, it goes without saying, the Congo has the purest cobalt in the world. Excuse me, coltan. Okay, coltan is a mineral that they make from titanium and cobalt.
Oh, my bad.
It's very.
Let me go to the kitchen. All that. Sorry.
That you need for every electromagnetic device.
Bro,
real quick.
On
a helicopter.
You know, I did something verboten in the community and read. So the iridium in Haiti has always been there. It's been there for decades, right? No one's gone there to pluck it out because it is not economically viable in the concentrations that it is in and how it is dispersed. So no one's going there for the iridium, and iridium isn't even used in that high enough of a quantity, right? Iridium is used as like a trace addition to other things, right? Semiconductors, spark plugs, things of that nature. You're not going to make like a nail out of iridium, right? That much iridium would be, 1,000 spark plugs.
Yeah, don't they
So
have more of a use for gold than they do iridium
yeah,
when it
absolutely.
comes to electronics?
Yeah, so it's dumb. Like if the West was gonna do that to keep Haiti down, then why haven't we invaded Bolivia for lithium? I mean that is way more, has much more industrial use and is useful to the economy, right, than iridium. If it were oil, sure, but I mean that's not the conspiracy theory of it's the iridium. No, that's just not true.
Hey, Kamasi, did you happen to go on the full video and was you playing that?
Repeat that
Or
one more time. I'm sorry.
did you happen to go on the full video? Was you playing that, or were you just playing the clip that Lou shared?
I had an 11-minute video. I had an 11-minute one. So let me send that one to you in the back chat.
I don't think that Umar can spell iridium.
Yeah, here it is. I got it.
Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
The walkie-talkie, the radio. There would be no technological age without that coltan. Guess who has the purest coltan? Congo. They also got diamonds. They got gold. They got oil. The Congo is the richest piece of land on the face of the earth per capita. It's the real Wakanda. It's the real Wakanda. That's when they vibranium was coltan.
Let's go.
Metaphorical for what's going on in the Congo. But guess what? American corporate interests manipulate both.
Why ain't his ass
They're
living in
manipulating
Congo?
the war and the hunger and the starvation and the medical situation and the AIDS crisis in the Congo, and the same thing in Haiti. Wherever Black people have essential minerals and crucial ingredients for war or industry, America sows dissension and civil strife. America intentionally, through her military and her business agents, keep wealthy African countries in turmoil so they can never organize themselves enough to become a relevant player on the world stage. They want no African nation to be a relevant player on the world stage.
And that's
you get barbecue though.
Again, I hear that. I hear you hear that, and this sounds great because of colonialism, so forth and so on. Easy to believe. What I don't see is, okay, so the nation state, all right, is what it takes to be able to exploit your geology, right, your raw materials. What I don't see is the recipe for a nation state occurring in Africa, right? I don't see a specific group that has, I don't know, either phenotype relations or religion or whatever, that, tribe A conquers tribe B, then tribe AB now conquers tribe C, and so on and so forth until you have a nation, right? Any type of intertribal conflict is just like genocide. There's no building of a nation that comes with that. So if you were to just evacuate all global influence from Africa, it would likely be an enormous bloodbath for decades. And until they killed enough of each other, then maybe they form a nation state. Maybe.
Wow. All that aside, though, man, I'm still sitting here trying to figure out why these pro-wackety blacks like Umar always pluralize words that aren't supposed to be plural and refuse to pluralize words that should. It annoys
He
me.
got that language from the ancient kings, We was kings.
We was
kings.
That's the only one that does ever get pluralized properly all the time.
It's unfortunate because when you're talking about the PR, what's happening in Palestine, the Palestinians have the Arab nations as the advocates on their behalf.
Yes, they do.
Now, for the Africans, we don't have a powerful or big enough structure to be able to speak up.
We have the African Union. But the problem with the African Union is nearly every member state of the African Union is in bed with a European country. You're in bed with the UK, you're in bed with Belgium, you're in bed with France, you're in bed with Amsterdam, you're in bed with Washington, D.C. So whereas in the Arab situation, they have a little bit more autonomy because they didn't go through the colonization that we did. In the African situation, all these nations are beholden to a white power.
Mm-hmm. And if one of the Arab nations had those same minerals that Africa did,
they would have probably been targeted for colonization a long time ago.
But I mean,
it was because of Africa's wealth that they chose us. Africa is the only continent that if it controlled its own resources, it could live self-sufficiently without nobody else. You feel me? If we control what was in Africa, we wouldn't need nothing else. There's nothing in America Africa needs, minerally speaking. There's nothing in South America. You understand?
Pause
Africa
right there.
is self-contained, and that's why America can never let us stand up on our own 2 feet. They call it.
Just as a question, then why does Africa import so much food?
They import almost everything, don't they?
Yeah, but you need size for barbecue. Yeah, you know.
Oh shit! Oh. That hurt
because
my
you know
stomach.
I hear all of these, you know, the fanciful tales about, you know, Africa and, you know, all of the greatness of it and all that stuff, and how the people up in the Caucasus, the Caucasoid mountains and Caucasus mountains and stuff, and how they didn't have food reserves and all that, and then I'm like, okay, we're in 2024, and I mean, Russia and heck, even Ukraine produce a lot of food.
Yeah, I mean, it's as if the global economy doesn't exist in his mind. You know, as if Africa as a continent would not trade, and the individual countries would not export and import.
Well, what's interesting about Africa as a whole, if you look at it, man, that history claims that there used to be a breadbasket of agriculture there at one point, right? But something had to have happened to basically turn almost half of the continent into what looks like a nuclear wasteland. All right. Who's at fault for that? Or is that the crackers' fault? You know, the ones that were locked up in the Caucasus Mountains by Yakub. Did we cause that too?
Wait, say that one more time, Snowman.
No, what I was saying is, if you go through history claims that at one point in time, the whole entire continent of Africa used to be like a breadbasket of agriculture, right?
What, sub-Saharan Africa?
Yeah, where basically where the Saharan desert and all that shit is now, that used to be lush with, you know, vegetables.
What is it? Rogadisha used to be the breadbasket, one of those Zimbabwe, around those areas. They used to call that breadbasket. I'm not sure, yeah.
So, but obviously something happened to make over half of the damn continent look like a nuclear wasteland.
All I know is that from what I'm looking up right now, it says here that almost half of the continent of Africa's total imports are food products.
Well, that's because over half of Africa is nothing but wasteland and desert where you can't grow anything anymore.
Well, no, man. Sub-Saharan Africa could grow plenty. I mean, heck, man, Rhodesia used to feed most of Africa by itself. I mean, there's plenty of arable land and the ability to grow stuff, despite the Sahara Desert.
Yeah, it's just managed horribly, and then you have to get rid of centuries of
the problem is there are no white people over there to farm the land.
Well, let me shut up.
Yes, Casey's like, well, I didn't have to say it.
I said it for you, SKC. There you go. I mean, I'm just keeping it real.
Well, I think I think either Europe or the US, or most likely now China, they'll probably eventually fix those problems. But you know, a lot of it, you're going to have to change the culture there. So I think one of the major ways that you do that is what they're doing now with all of the intermarriage.
Well, yeah, man, they have the plan, bro. The Chaffricans are going to be running that place.
Nah, like Free Zone said, the problem is crackers keep taking all the vibranium.
No,
But,
and
you know,
for real though, in a very real way, you know, in a very real daughters of the trade type of way, the Chinese will breed their way into managing Africa and its resources.
Oh, at least the eastern part of Africa for sure.
I mean, I think what is that? What's that country? Zambia? I think it's Zambia.
yeah, Zambia.
Where they had
They got
that little viral post, but I mean, they've got money all over the continent.
I think it's only a matter of time before China takes over like India and all that shit, man. To be honest with you.
India, no, but
Well, India leads into Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia leads right into Africa.
And they don't have to though. Logistically speaking, they don't have to. They've already got a plan to get those resources. They don't necessarily need the land. That's superfluous, you know. And what they're doing, what the Chinese are doing, are securing resources, food, right? Because they need food. They import a lot of food. They have a large middle class that likes meat. You know,
Yeah,
pork
dude.
and
I bet
all
you
that.
I bet you some of Africa would make some really good, land for rice paddies. I bet it would.
Yeah, there was rice production. You know, there was farming, specifically rice production in
yeah,
Western Africa.
Latina. Hit me in the back chat. I don't know what you're trying to do, but hit me in the back chat. Freeman, you brought something up, so go ahead when you're ready.
Oh yeah, that's the saying. Yeah, there are like Nigeria is killing it, right? You have certain countries that are doing better than others, right? It's not an entire basket case, right? South of Africa is kind of treading water based on what was built pre-apartheid, but
Well, the three major countries in Africa, I mean, it looks like they bring in close to $1 trillion in GDP. Just the three major countries.
Yeah. Well, I'm specifically thinking about sub-Saharan Africa.
What's considered sub-Saharan Africa? Everything south of like Cairo.
Basically, you see on this where it says like Mali, and it has the numbers. That line is kind of goes like right through the Sahara. If you were looking at this on a different map,
is that the 90th parallel?
Hold on, let me see.
Man, if they could somehow figure out how to utilize the Sahara Desert, maybe for like energy production or something like that.
Glass.
Oh, like what? Solar panels? Sure. Well,
I mean, think of all the glass they could make with all that sand.
No, if they could figure out how to irrigate it.
Yeah, but
useful.
Hey, the ancient Egyptians figured it out.
Yeah. So, hold on. Let me share this other thing. Let me share the whole.
Hood said the desert part is white Africa.
That's the fence right there. They like, yo, we're gonna put that fence right there. That's it.
That's where white people fucked everything up.
Oh man,
what's going on, Latina?
So here, I shared my screen again so you can see. So literally, it's like right there, right?
Okay,
the
so
Sahara is the white.
All the green shit is sub-Saharan.
Correct.
Dude, that's still almost 2/3 of that continent. It's nothing but desert, though.
Yeah. This isn't.
Hi, you guys. Can you hear me? Or am I
Hello,
breaking
yes.
up?
Do they even consider Mesopotamia as part of part of Africa anymore?
Wait,
no, you can't hear me, or you can't hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, Latin.
Well, I call it Mesopotamia.
Okay.
Everyone else
so
calls
Dr.
it like
Umar said
Iran,
that
Iraq.
Jamaica was going to take a. Dr. Umar said that they were taking over Jamaica, right? So why wouldn't they take over Haiti?
Well, Jamaica isn't. Haiti's a good distance away from Jamaica, for one.
Yeah, and they don't.
Why wouldn't they want?
Haiti.
Why wouldn't China want Haiti if it's easy to take?
No red stripes, no
there's
beef
nothing
patties,
there.
no Bob Marley.
No, they can make a base there. They could colonize it and make a base.
I mean,
Why would you want something that you got to terraform when you can take something that's already terraformed?
Yeah, why? I mean, why would they do that? That would be an unnecessary provocation.
I mean, logistically, it doesn't even put them in a better place, you know, militarily.
Yeah, not only that, they can't logistically defend it. I mean, they can't
Yeah,
project.
yeah. I mean, they literally got one of the biggest mountain ranges going right through the center of, you know, Haiti and the Dominican Republic, so they can't really do anything about that. And then they're completely opened up on 3 other fronts.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. And I mean, if they're taking, quote unquote, taking Jamaica, that's economic.
But I say, see, you made a good point. This is something that Umar and Tariq should be on. Well, not Tariq per se, but Umar definitely. Yes, they need to irrigate the Sahara. That should be a continental project for the Africac. You know, so that's a good idea. Umar could throw a couple dollars on that too.
Imagine if China did take Haiti, though, man, and then they get attacked by someone and they get backed into that mountain range with nowhere to go.
Hey, Shabby, man, if you want to come up, man, come up, Shabby, whenever you're ready.
I don't know a whole lot about Haiti and the Dominican, but like
there's a massive mountain range separating them, and that's also where the major fault line is as well, separating them.
Okay, so the separation line is the mountain range.
Yes, there's a mountain range that cuts right down that splits Haiti from the Dominican Republic. If you look on the map, and the only thing I can see is that's the only thing keeping the Dominican Republic from turning into Haiti is that mountain range. What is that interstate road that runs right down through there, that big thick black line that runs around along a mountain range right there.
Yeah, they Dominicans tend to boot Haitians from the country fairly quickly.
Geography does matter.
God, look at all the roads, bro.
Right. Look at the lack of roads in Haiti.
They don't have the Google Maps for driving, just walking. Going down this path right here, 0.2 miles.
I mean, they do have some resorts though.
That is true. That is true. Geography definitely matters, man.
Wasn't Port-au-Prince once a tourist town?
Port-au-Prince, yeah, it was. I mean, when it's peaceful, yeah, they could get some money in the island.
Now it's cannibal heaven. I mean, cannibal lives matter apparently there.
I guess. I mean, conquer what? A heap of ashes? Like, it has to be
a bunch of overcooked Haitians.
It has to be peaceful in order to draw foreign investment. It's just like, what do you know? You're going to be the kingdom of skulls. I mean, if you're not going to get any foreign investment.
I don't know if it would offer no strategic benefits to anyone, but I don't think that it would offer really a strategic benefit to China. I don't think that it would help it militarily at all. I mean,
no, I mean this close to America, like no. I mean, a foreign power to come in and set up a base in Haiti would be
now Jamaica with China being communist and Jamaica sitting right underneath Cuba. If China could take over Jamaica and then, you know, basically team up with communist Cuba, then they're strategically located, plus they're protected by Cuba. I don't know. I think we'd have to play this out in a risk scenario.
Yeah, I
Keep
don't.
going further on that, man. Keep going further on that. But yeah.
I don't get the point of maybe you can help me out, Freeman, because like all of this, like the Caribbean and everything, it's a blank spot in my knowledge set. But like to a certain degree, why don't this U.S. just take all this junk just completely over and just
Well, they have a lot of it, haven't they?
just go scorched earth and just start over.
I thought a lot of the Caribbean was U.S. territory now, anyhow.
Well, the West doesn't have enough confidence in its own culture to export it, like faithfully, as if it has value. That's the problem. I mean, a lot of these countries are like the Bahamas uses the dollar, right? It's one of the more stable countries. Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, I know the Turks does, but I was just wondering, like more or less, like Haiti,
Puerto Rico does too.
The DR. What's this?
Well, what would we get out of it, though? What would we get out of colonizing Haiti?
Bananas.
I mean, you would have to actually exploit it to get something for it. You know what I mean? Ship over a bunch of heavy equipment and put some farms there or something.
We get a new kind of jerked meat.
I don't know. I would say expansion.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't support it personally. It's like, well, I mean, if we can't actually like legit draw natural resources, why spend the money? And then with America's bureaucracy, what would happen with the people and just no thanks, I'm good.
Well, isn't that out there in the area of the Gulf and shit too, though, where there's a lot of crude oil?
Actually, I read a headline on that. I did not read the article. But again, if the country isn't stable, it's basically almost akin to international piracy if they don't have an official government. If they don't have a stable enough government for you to go there, build a well, pull out the oil, pay the government or pay the people, whomever, and get out, then it's just like, well, why? Because there's so much upfront cost to it.
Listen, I captain now.
And there are good examples of countries like who's this guy down here? Costa Rica. Costa Rica has been booming, man.
Yeah,
right? Central America gets slept on in general.
Yeah,
Costa Rica has done great work, man. They've got a huge Cisco call center down there. So if they've got a huge call center, they've got all types of infrastructure improvements. Gotta be. They gotta have steady power supply. They gotta have a lot of stuff to get Cisco to invest that much money in the country. And I just looked up like resorts there. I was like, dang, man, they have a lot of freaking resorts. And because I know a lot of San Diegans go here. It's kind of a big deal. If you want to meet people from San Diego, just go to Costa Rica. But yeah, I was looking at this, and they're like a bright spot.
Isn't Panama doing pretty good too right now?
I mean, they've got work to do on the canal, man, because the canal is starting to not run well.
Well, that's what happens when you let third world people take over American shit. We should have never gave it to them to begin with.
Yeah, they probably didn't want the overhead. Yeah, probably didn't want the overhead, but yeah, Costa Rica.
But that's a money making throughway right there, though, isn't it? Big money goes through that canal.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, shoot, the shipping companies should do it. Shipping companies, need to chip in. Panama needs to chip in.
I said make them casinos again.
I'm not saying I wouldn't send the Army Corps engineers down there to help, but because if it actually closes, then you're talking about a huge amount of money not available to that country. Heck, they should take the opportunity to expand it, really, because I think there is specifically a ship that is built to fit through the canal, and if I'm not mistaken, there's also but they can't take a certain size ship, like a super tanker or something like that.
Right, they got like specific canal size boats.
Right, yeah. So I think the Suez is like larger, so I think the boats can hold more.
I wouldn't be surprised if that canal's built a lot like the old canal system in the North America, where it's got a bunch of locks and stuff that control the flow of the water.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, there are locks, and it's reduced rainfall because it also depends on rainfall that flows down into the canal. So they're
Right, I wouldn't be
having,
surprised if there aren't like feeder lakes off to the side of it to help feed it when the rain's down.
yeah, it could be, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Yeah,
like
man.
where I was from over in Ohio, the Miami Erie Canal, one of the bigger lakes, it's Grand Lake St. Mary's. It was actually dug specifically to feed the Miami Erie Canal when the rain was down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes
I
sense.
like stuff like that. I don't know a lot about it, but irrigation projects and I guess how they solve for things like logistics or
Well, like where I was at,
farming. Man, that's like I
SKC
love that
there,
stuff.
where I used to live over in St. Mary's, there was a place called the Cotton Mill, and the actual the mill itself literally was built right over top of the canal. All right. And then there was a lock right there. And what would happen was there was a lock on one side and a lock on the other side. And what would happen was as the canal boat would come up underneath the cotton mill, they would close one lock to cause the water to raise up, so the canal boat would lift up inside the actual factory so they could unload the cotton inside. Then they would open the lock back up to drop it back down so it could go back down the canal.
Hmm.
Yeah, nice. Sounds interesting.
Mm. I don't know. It's
They've actually they've done a lot of repair work on like 14 locks in that area, restoring them.
Oh yeah, you could play that. Yeah, play that video.
what part of the human do they not eat? That's one part I wanted to know. Well, are there throwaway parts, or does everything get used?
The big toe gets thrown away. Not enough meat on it.
Maybe that's what they say. Fair use.
It's too gristly. That brain's the first muscle to go. I guarantee it. It's
You
probably.
never know.
I wonder how.
That may be part of some kind of concoction that they give to the witch doctors and stuff. You never know.
Have you ever ate brain of any sort, SKC?
Not that I'm aware of. I was
From a
kind of
crab.
thrown off
I ate
by
one from a
one.
crab before.
So, say what?
You eat crab? Usually, sometimes you eat the brain by mistake if you eat crab.
Nah.
Be in the Maryland.
That goes into like Louisiana and doing all of that however they want to pronounce it, crawfish or crayfish, and sucking heads and all that other stuff. No, I don't.
I've never had any brain.
So there's hierarchies within the South. I want to know more about that part, SKC. Louisiana, Texas. I want to know more about that. There's a hierarchy.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm not, going off on, the Louisianans. That's just they're quite different. They're a different breed.
I had a Nigerian friend, and he had invited me one time over to have fufu, right? And I was like, all right, no, I eat fufu once in a while. And he had shark, and I was like, I never ate shark in my life. I was like, is that too much shark? Shark has way too much mercury. Don't they eat other fish and all that? He's like, no, no, it's fine. I could eat it. I had to turn it down. Like the most I'll eat is goat. The most I can ever eat is goat.
I had somebody when we were in DC in 8th grade, one of my buddies convinced me to try this raw octopus tentacle he was eating. It was the nastiest shit I ever ate in my life.
Yeah, all those crawfish boils and all that stuff. Shannon, nah, I never. Nah.
Man, crawfish boils is okay.
I do like crawfish though.
Nah, I'll die.
Up here we just call them crawdads though, man. We go find them in the canal and shit and eat them.
Oh no, I can't do the canal.
It's the same thing, dude. They're eating mud.
I can't. No, I got to get mine from the grocery store. I can't just, if I see them being pulled out the sludge with a shovel, I'm just no. I gotta think they're coming from the store. They're coming, they've been in a tank to let them get cleaned out.
He's like the most take delicious, my mind away from it.
The most delicious thing I have ever ate, though, man. Me and the wife went to this restaurant in Versailles, Ohio. It was pretty upscale. It was like $100 a plate type shit, and they had legit, real fresh calamari, dude. And it ain't like the shit that you get at Red Lobster, where it looks like little onion rings and shit. These were actually complete, whole, deep fried baby squids, like the whole fucking thing, dude. Greatest shit I ever ate in my life.
Now, I've been to Tennessee one time, right? And I want to know if anybody's been to Tennessee. They got this tourist town, and they give you chocolate-covered grasshoppers.
Gaithersburg?
I think so. It's like right by Ohio. It's like between Ohio and Kentucky, around there.
Yeah, it's probably Gaithersburg.
I was going to say, Tennessee's like 300 miles away from the Ohio border, sir.
Is it the South or not?
I'm just saying that Tennessee can't be by the Ohio border because there's a whole state separating it.
Well, it's close because there's a bunch of people from Cincinnati. If you want to meet someone from Cincinnati, go to Gaithersburg. But Gatlinburg. There we go.
Gatlinburg. Yeah, Gatlinburg is like 7 hours away from Ohio.
There we go. That's by Pigeon Forge. Okay. Great Smoky Mountains. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gatlinburg. So yeah, that's a total tourist trap.
That's all it is a tourist town. That Pigeon Forge, Nashville's even become a tourist town.
Damn, Gaithersburg. What was I thinking about when I said Gaithersburg? Where's that at?
I was thinking Maryland too. Gaithersburg. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, Gaithersburg, Maryland. Yeah, that's right.
I've had those now down in Gatlinburg. There was a place me and the wife went to when we were down there where they had those like suckers that had scorpions in them.
Yes. No, thank you.
The one thing I did eat while I was down there is they had pickled robin's eggs, and them things are phenomenal. Just saying, if you like pickled eggs.
Never had them.
I'm gonna have to try it out.
No.
Dude, me and the wife, I stopped at a gas station in Tennessee, man, and found them in the gas station. And I was just curious. I was like, pickled robin's eggs. I mean, they were literally legit robin's eggs that had been boiled.
Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah, I never really done the pickle thing.
That's like,
hey, dude, I'll try anything once.
Driving through Appalachia gas station, it's like, oh,
dude, it's like going to the swap meet. You never know what you're going to find. Well, dude, if you drive down I-75 going through Appalachia, once you get to where the Kentucky-Tennessee border is, from there on, like all down the side of the highway is nothing but a never-ending garage sale.
Mm.
I mean, you have people sitting off to the side of the road everywhere selling everything you can think of under the sun.
What's the name of that movie again? You hit me to Freeman.
Hillbilly Elegy.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, look, Shannon B knows what I'm talking about.
But speaking of China and Africa, I got a video for you guys, and I want to get you guys' thoughts, man. Use the baby in the background.
Chinese are not just here to expand land issues. They are here to reorganize a population preservation of their own nation in other countries. They're overpopulated now, so they're pushing some of them here. Not only that, it's also a 30-year plan to take over certain parts of Africa. So the prisoners that are being sent here to come and work, they don't bring their wives. They come alone, prisoners and bachelors, who now are making children in Africa. And these children will be Chinese and African, but being African, these children are Chinese, who are going to be educated in our system, who will receive scholarships to go back to China and come back and become presidents and ministers in Africa. And by right, they are citizens because we're born here.
Damn! Seems like Africa does not want Chinese people in their country, in their continent, messing with their women. It's good. Let me know what you guys think about this. It's hearing me out. I'm hearing all different types of like stories. I'm hearing that Chinese people are welcomed in Africa. Then I hear that Chinese people are not welcome in Africa, but yet they want Chinese to help them build. I don't know what's going on. It's hearing me out. But it's okay for blacks to go after white women.
Yeah, man.
I have no comment.
Exactly what I was saying, dude. It's plain. It's obvious. You know, I didn't even see that video. It's obvious that that's what's happening. You know, and nothing goes down that isn't connected to the state, right? So the state, the actual state, Xi Jinping, the Communist Party, et al., know exactly what they're doing. Like, period. This is not even a breed them out plan. It is to create a new class of African that is loyal to China, right? And it is exactly that. They will be the ministers. They will be running the country. Zambia, they'll be running Zambia and other countries.
Yeah. And it makes sense to me. And I mean, if all this time has passed and you have not created at least one world-class university, you're not trying to take over all of the raw materials and get on the track to being technologically advanced enough to utilize those materials for yourself. You're not even working on things like irrigation and infrastructure. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, man, that was the one question I always have. Well, I'm sure I could look it up, but did Mr. Beast opening all those wells, did he bring in the equipment that was needed to dig the wells, or did he use equipment that was already in country in these places and just move it around and start building wells with existing equipment?
I want to say he brought the equipment.
Dude, I want to say it's the latter. I really think it's the latter, because I mean, digging a hole for fresh water, that is that's Stone Age technology. What are we doing here? Right? You can't go out in the middle of the bush and just dig a hole. I don't think he shipped those well digging equipment over there. I do not think so.
I'm gonna look it up.
I mean, if they give you their resources and their technology, and all you got to do is give them women, I call that a beyond fair trade. That's like what was that one lopsided trade? Like the Kevin Durant trade in like 20 whatever when he traded them to the Wolves. This is a good trade for Africa, in my opinion. Yeah, that's all they want is say let China in. A humble opinion.
Yeah, man. I mean, they'll actually exploit it, and the people running it will have a racial and biological fealty to the land, at least somewhat.
Get that, get a better IQ too. Because I wanted to SKC to talk more about IQ in relation to phenotypes and everything else.
I don't know. I'm looking at this stuff, man, and it's like, holy crap! If Freeman is right that they already had the tech there, but they just didn't do it.
They just don't build the wells. It's 2024. They don't have well building equipment in an entire half of a continent. That's not realistic, man. South Africa exists. Like it exists. There's machinery there. There's all types of Nigeria. Even in the poorer countries, they don't have well building equipment like at all.
South Africa doesn't exist. It's a myth.
I mean,
what's going on, Free Zone? My bad, I was eating too.
Nah, you good? What's good, fellas? What's good?
Yo.
Happy birthday to you, brother. Happy hump day.
Yes. No, Freeman is right. That stuff was already there. They just didn't capitalize on the opportunity before them.
Yeah,
because they already had supplies and resources to do this shit. They're just too lazy to do it.
Yeah, and then they got mad at him for doing it because it exposes, the malfeasance, corruption, and neglect. Like, dude, you can't give these people clean water.
The name of the company that they use is called HWA, and it's in Africa. It's called Hope Water Africa.
Yeah,
they needed him to do the coordinating.
Yeah. As a matter of you remember that there's a clip that Sub-Zero plays on his channel quite often in regards to this. I've seen it on a couple of channels outside of his, but there's a video of an Asian dude telling an African guy, like, I'll have to find it, man, but basically telling him, like, y'all niggas is lazy. And that's why we have to come in here and do all this stuff, because y'all niggas are lazy.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't have that whole they don't have that like grind work ethic over there in Africa. They pretty much work until they feel like stopping.
They work until someone gets eaten by a lion.
And then it's over. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they get down.
God, dog it, man. I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but man,
stop doing that, SKC. You know better.
I've been there before too, Coon. I've been there before.
See, that's what I was doing with the stop sign, trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, man. You guys finally caused me to cross over.
Funny little thing about facts, man.
Why'd you tell me this, Freeman?
What?
Why did you tell me that?
I mean, it's a logical question,
Like,
need that Khalil Muhammad
we have
clip.
the equipment and everything. We just don't want to do it. We don't like clean water.
Yeah, and it's factual information. I mean,
And the Home for Water website is a GoDaddy domain. Oh no.
I know, man. Yeah.
It's in India too. You want to translate this page to Hindi? Okay.
Stop.
You can buy now for $5,000, or you can lease to own this domain for $229 a month. Damn, I wonder if a Nigerian is running this.
That almost sounds like a used tire and cell phone shop in Detroit.
Bro, listen, man. Competent black people, to Ragnarok's question, competent black people like are just run out of town.
Being competent and communitized off code, man.
This diaspora wide, Holmes. That's diaspora wide, and it is not every country. Like there are certain Caribbean countries that are run well, but they're basically oligarchies. The well-run Caribbean islands. I mean, they're essentially that. They are oligarchies.
Basically, it's you do what the fuck we tell you to do, or you die.
Yeah, there is absolutely a ruling class. I mean, like, and it's not even it's it'll be it'll be like every person in like 90% of the government workers, like, or high level government workers went to like the same high school. That's how oligarchic it is. So
yeah. Hey, Snowman, there's a link in the back. If you could click that, it's about it's an interesting little geography piece. I've been getting more interested in geography as I've gotten older. I don't know where it came from, but I was just watching some geography stuff, and I was like, interesting, because of how much it matters.
It comes from maturing as a man, sir. That's where it comes from.
Must be.
Actually wanting to be educated in things rather than just assume.
Like my wife will be like, "Why you had this on?" And I'm like, "What are we watching here?" And I'm just like, "Shh." I don't even want to explain to you why I'm watching it because I haven't quite figured it out, but it's interesting.
Well, whenever
it's like, ugh.
Whenever Kamasi's ready to click, well, there he is.
Haiti has been an unlucky country in recent decades. While some luck is involved, the current state of Haiti can be tracked back to the long, incredibly sad history of how the country got its start. But what's perhaps more remarkable in all of this is that Haiti shares its island with the Dominican Republic, an otherwise pretty safe, wealthy, and stable country. Here's why Haiti is in such a bad state, and the Dominican Republic is actually pretty good. Welcome to Geography by Jeff. Today we're off to the Caribbean to look at the island of Hispaniola, the home of Haiti and the Dominican Republic. While the two countries share a relatively small island, their current situations could not be more different. Haiti has descended into what can only be described as an anarchic state, whereas the Dominican Republic is actually pretty safe. And we're going to explore why that might be in today's episode. But before we get to the video, if you enjoy my channel, be sure to check out my podcast, Geography is Everything. Each week, we tackle a different subject and explore it through the lens. Despite sharing the same island, Haiti and the Dominican Republic are very different from each other in almost every way. And many of these differences today stem from the two countries' split colonial history. You see, the island of Hispaniola was first landed on by Christopher Columbus in 1492. In fact, Columbus would actually set foot on what is today the northwest coast of Haiti. And because Columbus was funded by the Spanish monarchy, he would claim the entire island for Spain. Despite the
Pause real quick for all you
man
out there that say that Columbus discovered North America. You can eat a dick.
Uh-oh.
He brought his smallpox blankets to Haiti. Let's keep it real.
There already being a number of indigenous peoples living on the island. Despite being claimed by Spain, the Spanish colonial efforts would never really focus on the island of Hispaniola. Instead, Spain would treat it more as a backwater outpost to resupply Spain's more lucrative colonies in Central and South America. And because of this, a smaller, unofficial French outpost would take up on the western half of the island, which Spain had largely ignored. After French colonizers had success growing tobacco on their side of the island, many more French settlers began moving in, creating conflict with the Spanish who claimed the island to be theirs. In 1697, as part of the Treaty of Ryswick, which ended the 9 Years' War in Europe, Hispaniola was officially split between France on the western part of the island and Spain on the east. From this point on, the two halves of Hispaniola would drift farther and farther apart. You see, in the early 1700s...
Is that the difference then?
Bro, pause real quick, pause.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that the difference in the two? Is the fact of the different countries that were running them then?
Bro, look, there's a it's on tip of my tongue. There's a Caribbean island that is shared between the French and the Dutch, and one side is built up and the other is kind of ruddy. And I asked someone, I was like, "Oh, is that the French side?" They're like, yeah, the ruddy one.
It's like St. Croix and not St. Croix, is it?
Here, let me look. Island that France and Denmark share. No, Hans Island. What is it? Not Denmark, Dutch. Oh, Netherlands. Yeah.
Holy crap! Just as a side
Saint
note,
Martin. Okay.
It's Saint Martin.
Saint Martin, right? So one side's
Yeah.
like nice and one side's effed up. Which side do you think is effed up?
The French side.
Exactly.
Mhm.
What was Vietnam before we got involved? It was called Indochina. And who was there? The French.
And the Chinese.
Right there. If there's anything to this colonization thing, I would have really preferred being colonized by the British over the French.
Sounds like the
For
French
sure.
don't know how to colonize properly.
I mean, and what they do to Algeria. Oh my God. Boy, France's history of colonization is
Well, French have always been
terrible.
dirty, arrogant people anyhow, man.
Terrible.
I mean, I don't even think the Europeans like France.
Oh, because there was a post that shows the game, basically. So everybody's like, "Oh, smear the queer."
I wish, dude, they need to bring that. They need to bring that.
That's the
game back.
90s. That's the 90s, man.
I remember playing that when I was in school. That's some real bullying for you there. Let me finish.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, let it play a little bit more because it's gonna go into Haiti's like history.
France
and
was a
stuff.
far wealthier colonizer than Spain, and because of this, France imported hundreds of thousands of slaves to the island of Hispaniola over the course of just a few decades. By 1788, Haiti's population consisted of about 25,000 French citizens, 22,000 free multiracial peoples, and over 700,000 slaves. By contrast, in the colony that would become the Dominican Republic,
they had more slaves than people.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, man, it was crazy.
There's time.
There were approximately
Go ahead.
Approximately 38,000 Spanish citizens, 38,000 free multiracial peoples, and fewer than 15,000 slaves. And this disparity in the amount of slaves would directly lead to Haiti becoming one of the wealthiest colonies in the world, and the wealthiest colony in the French colonial empire. By 1800, Haiti accounted for fully half of France's foreign profit due to its sugar plantations, which were only so profitable because of the slave labor involved. In the early 1800s, after many bloody battles, the enslaved Haitians would win their freedom. But while victorious and now free, the repercussions would last well into today. Haiti, being a former slave colony that revolted and won its freedom, would be ostracized by both European and American government and business interests who didn't want a former slave colony to succeed and give ideas to other regions around the world. American President Thomas Jefferson, for example, would outright refuse to recognize
Hey, real quick.
to eventually gain recognition.
So Haiti was one of the wealthiest countries, which I actually didn't know that before this, but I feel like I've heard this before. A group of people fighting for their independence only to receive it. And
get out of there, Lou. Get out of there. The chopper.
Basically get left alone by everybody who they asked their freedom to.
Slow this down for me. I was passively listening, so slow this down for me. Haiti was at one point super rich
colony.
Yeah, because they had more slaves, which meant they had more labor to process. I forgot what he said. The product that he said. Sugar canes. Thank you, sir. And so they were the.
And then what happened?
They got their freedom and independence.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, they got ostracized by everybody. Nobody wanted to deal with them or help them or do anything with them.
So they got what they wanted. Everybody left them alone.
That's correct. But it was a problem.
Why was it a problem?
Well, good question. Go ahead, Snowman.
Haiti would agree to pay France 150 million francs, a debt that it was never able to fully repay, but would irreparably damage the economic prospects of the new country. On the other side of the island, the Spanish colony would remain relatively benign through much of this period. And because it wasn't really managed all that much by Spain,
hey, hold on, go back a little bit more. Go back a little bit more.
Would outright refuse to recognize the new country. In order to eventually gain recognition, Haiti would agree to pay France 150 million francs, a debt that it was never able to fully repay. But would
Okay, pause it.
damage the
So they wanted to be recognized by France as a country so that they could start doing business with other countries. And the French didn't want to recognize them. And so I guess Haiti made them an offer that they couldn't refuse, but realistically couldn't pay either,
And never did pay it.
and never did pay it.
So what was the part about Thomas Jefferson?
Yeah, he didn't recognize Haiti, I believe is what they were saying. Even he didn't recognize them.
Okay,
It sounds to me like Haiti owes France some reparations that they never finished paying.
Wait. Okay, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this. So let me get this right. Haiti, quote unquote, won their freedom.
Yeah, I believe that was the Haitian Revolution.
Okay, and then after that, they wanted places like the United States and France to kind of make them made men. That we're a country now.
I guess in a sense you could say that.
That's a good way to say it.
And both of them were like, yeah, you won your independence, but like so far as a country that is functioning, that is on par with the rest of civilization, like, nah, y'all haven't earned that yet. And instead of what it sounds like, instead of doing all of the hard work that's required in order to create a functioning nation state, which has items and resources and production and
on your own,
skilled citizens and educated people, that you just stated, you know what, how about we give you this money and you just leapfrog us. And France was like, you got that much money? And they're like, hey, don't worry about that. We know what we're doing. They're like, okay, man, as long as you pay us, yeah, we will recognize you. And they still pay it. That's what I'm
sound like a student loan payment.
Yeah.
When they hit forbearance, default. Oh man.
Yep. And that one decision has caused irreparable damage in Haiti to this day.
Okay. So who made the deal?
Like in Haiti or in France?
No, in Haiti, like who proposed this deal?
That particular person, I have no idea. I can look it up real quick.
Carry on, Kamasi. This is interesting.
Yeah, let it play us, Snowman. I got a clip after you done. My only question for you, SKC, is why they never mention the people when they talk about resources.
Because people aren't resources, sir.
There you go.
So it appears that the president of Haiti at the time was a man by the name of Jean-Pierre Boyer. He's the one that led the Haitian Revolution that allowed Haiti to gain their independence. And then he's the one that fought for, let me see, he was overthrown. The corruption of Boyer's rule and the stagnation of the economy finally led to the rebellion in 1843 that forced Boyer to flee Jamaica and then Paris. So they ran him out of town. That sounds familiar too.
Yeah, it looks like they weren't even able to make the first payment.
Damn, defaulted on
Yeah.
the first payment.
Yeah. They said the first payment was 6 times Haiti's annual revenue.
Did they get free then burn everything down? I mean, how did that work? They had nothing to sell.
That sounds like one of them payday loans.
That's the thing.
much.
France, man. France is they colonize but do not train. It doesn't seem like.
Dude, that's worse than a payday loan. It's like they fucking pawned Haiti off and then couldn't make the payments to get it back.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Not crazy, but
it looks like here, Haiti ever since then. So Boyer was the second president of Haiti, and ever since then, I'm looking at a couple of the other Haitian presidents. They all get ran out of town. A rebellion is staged,
that is
and the president departs.
That is so French.
That is so fucked up.
It is, dude. The protesting and overthrow and all that is super French, man. It's just
Oh, on a sidebar, fellas, you can I tell you what the wife got me for my birthday that's coming in the mail?
Oh, what's up?
She got me the NFL Blitz arcade cabinet.
God damn you!
Nice.
Yeah, man. I wanted to get it first.
Yep, it's got NFL Blitz, Blitz 99, and NFL Blitz 2000 Gold Edition on it, and it's a 4-player arcade cabinet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We're not going to see Snowman anymore.
Oh yeah, you will. I'll be doing live streams of me and the boy playing NFL Blitz.
Oh, there you go.
Shout out to Mr. Snowman and Mr. Snowman. Man.
Yes,
man. I got a good woman, bro. A good woman.
You go ahead and play the video, bro.
All right.
The rock.
Economic prospects of the new country. On the other side of the island, this fully gained recognition, Haiti would agree to pay France 150 million francs, a debt that it was never able to fully repay, but would irreparably damage the economic prospects of the new country. On the other side of the island, the Spanish colony would remain relatively benign through much of this period. And because it wasn't really managed all that much by Spain, the newly independent Haiti would actually take over the entire island of Hispaniola from 1822 to 1844. And during this rule, Haiti would tax the Dominican side of the island heavily in order to repay its French debt. This would inevitably lead to a second war for independence on the island.
Give me your
So they tried to extort the Dominican Republic in order to pay their debt off to France.
It's like you got that cosigner. They're like, damn, now the cosigner got to get.
So they're doing B&Es on the other side of the island.
Uh-oh.
Who else does this sound like, Free Zone?
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
This time from Haiti. By 1856, the Dominican Republic was its own country, and the two halves of the island were finally settled. Haiti and the Dominican Republic are the product of two separate colonies and the way they manage their respective colonies. And because of these separate histories, we can largely see the reason for why the two countries are the way they are today. But before we get to how all this played out over the coming decades, if you're enjoying this video, hit that subscribe button. More geography videos are just a single click away. While much of what we're talking about in this video has to do with history and politics, it can't be understated that the two countries are not the same in terms of geography, despite sharing a singular island. And this has played into the already stark differences between the two. You see, Haiti exists on the western side of the island, and the Dominican Republic is on the eastern side, and separating the two is a series of mountain ranges that effectively split the country in half geographically. On the eastern Dominican side, storms blow in from the east, bringing rain and precipitation to create lush and verdant tropical forests. But because of the mountain range, Haiti exists in somewhat of a rain shadow wherein much of that rain and precipitation doesn't actually make it over to them. This means that Haiti is actually quite dry relative to its island neighbor. This has had a huge detrimental effect on the land itself. When it was a French slave colony, France embarked on a massive deforestation plan in order to ship lumber back on the very slave ships that brought over Africans. And because Haiti is much drier, it simply hasn't been able to regrow its forests in the same way that the Dominican side can. At the same time, Haiti is the unlucky home of the Enriquillo Fault, which caused numerous large earthquakes during the mid-1800s and was the cause of the 2010 and 2021 earthquakes that struck the major population centers of Haiti. The Dominican Republic does host its own fault, but that specific fault has been much less active and runs through a region of the Dominican Republic that has far fewer people.
Damn, I did not realize that the faults went across the top and the bottom like that. I mean, that island could literally snap in half at any time.
Yeah.
You know, there's a such thing as reforestation.
You're talking logically there, SKC. And you know Nibbas don't understand logic.
See, and that's the other thing. You can put a reservoir, a mountain reservoir, to capture more of that rain. But anyway.
Yeah, but they're so isolated. They don't even know that they don't even know that.
Well, why haven't they set up like any kind of desalination treatment plants to desalinate the ocean water?
That
and
takes
use it?
that takes
Yeah, that's
infrastructure and consistent power. A lot of power.
and it's really expensive.
Well, it sounds like they had all the equipment left there to do stuff. I'm just saying, so they didn't have to spend too much money. People deserted the place and just left the equipment like, fuck it. It's going to cost us less money to try and ship it back.
That's true. But then they don't have nobody there. So
another thing that I'm finding is that the, I guess the first presidents of Haiti, a lot of them were mixed race people.
Wait, and let me guess. They ripped off the country and took all the wealth.
Yeah, and their fathers were French.
Yeah, I was going to say they took it back to Europe with them.
It typically they were sent back to France in order to learn, and then they came
back and ripped them off.
Black mom? They had black moms? Was that what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah.
Some of the dirty folks, man.
Are you saying this is where single baby mama syndrome came from?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that the fathers of these quote unquote first presidents of Haiti that signed this deal with France
were single.
Their fathers were France, and their fathers made them go to France to learn in either like academies or so forth, and then they came back
and were able to successfully exploit the natives.
Wow.
And then of course they would give money, sign a huge deal that would basically make the entire country be owned by France. It's like, holy crap.
So does France still own Haiti or what?
No, I think they were paid back around 1920 something or something like that, or 1940. Yeah.
Did they also include inflation in that?
I'm not sure. All I see is that it took 122 years for them to pay off this debt.
That's crazy. Wow.
There's no single event that you can point to as to why Haiti has devolved into such a mess today. Unfortunately, it really has been a consistent and oddly well-timed number of natural and human-made catastrophes that have been building to this point. In the early 1900s, due to owing great sums of money to France, Germany, and the United States, the country was ill-equipped to provide basic services to its...
Hold on, they didn't just owe France money, they owed Germany and the U.S.?
Oh, they're literally a black hole of money with the banks, everything. You name it.
Oh, bro, they're so
Look
much...
at how they're stacked on each other, like in some of the worst places of China and shit.
what a lot of people don't
I just want to
know
see if
is
they're going to. I just want to see if they're going to go over how much aid Haiti's gotten. They're going to say they owed a lot of money, but there's been a lot of debt forgiveness and aid sent to the country. I just want to see if they're going to mention that.
I
yeah, that's
completely.
another thing.
Citizens. And because of this, frequent rebellions and governmental coups would occur. So much so that the United States, in order to protect its business interests, would occupy Haiti beginning in 1915 under a quasi-military dictatorship. And while the US occupation would bring infrastructure and a centralized form of government to the city of Port-au-Prince, it would do so using forced labor by Haitians. The US would eventually leave in 1934, but that would just set off a series of ruthless dictatorships. Then,
So we brought back slavery after they got rid of slavery. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like Haitians actually blame America for setting for the like they left without even setting up anything, so they blame them for that.
We
But what
left
they did,
equipment for them. What else do they want?
see, the other thing is during the Haitian Revolution, most of the European powers and whatnot, what they saw was a slave revolt. They literally killed all the white people and did the worst kinds of things imaginable on them on the island, and so like all of them were looking at them like, so after during that debt transfer thing, they honestly became a paradise for pirates. They were literally just a place for pirates for a little while. It's literally a place to park for pirates, like quite often.
Pretty much. Hey, Snowman, like, why do you keep saying the equipment? Why, like, you, like, just because they left them the equipment doesn't mean that they have any conception of how to use the equipment.
Dude, even the dumbest kid on the planet, if he tinkers with something long enough, will figure out how it operates.
Nah, I don't think that's how that works, bro.
How it worked for me.
But you're not trying to do the same thing that they're trying to do.
Well, imagine where the United States would be if the United States was like came up to Britain right after 1776 and was like, "I'll give you all this money if you recognize me." You know, France recognized America and backed the revolution. It's actually a big reason why it went down. And like Napoleon was holding down Britain in Europe like a motherfucker. Like, that was going down.
Yeah.
7 years war and all that before that.
As a matter of fact,
look,
that's not
America if that happened though.
That's not an uncommon thing, Snowman. Like, you know how much equipment is left in Africa that they don't use?
Yeah,
they don't maintain.
I heard about all the military equipment we left behind over there.
Whoa! But they stated that
it's like a military
the occupation of Haiti began because the country was in chaos. There was a bunch of massacres and sexual assaults that were just getting out of control. And
yeah,
that sounds like stories Keisha tells.
It went full reverse Wakanda, like all the way, multiple times.
The banking system had completely failed. So
not even the central bank wants to shit there.
Are you saying they have their own Black Wall Street there that failed?
Dude, I'm saying they probably don't even want to be there.
Man, all of the things that are so similar. It's crazy.
Yo, and now
this
UN
noticing is interesting.
The UN is looking at sending Kenya. Kenya is looking to buy amphibious landing boats, apparently. They want to buy World War II era amphibious landing boats because Kenya's volunteering to be the blue hat force and go in. Because all the European nations are like, look, we've done this before with Haiti. We're done. Let's let an African nation step up, maybe, you know. So Kenya is actually stepping up.
Hey, look, even over in Africa, they keep their muzzled.
Kenya to the rescue, yo.
See, look, America, you need to take take lessons from Kenya, man. They muzzle their quiches.
That's the thing. How do you think Kenya's gonna handle this? Because they're going in. They want to go in.
Let's see if we can get through this last 3 minutes.
Would occupy Haiti beginning in 1915 under a quasi-military dictatorship. And while the U.S. occupation would bring infrastructure and a centralized form of government to the city of Port-au-Prince, it would do so using forced labor by Haitians. The U.S. would eventually leave in 1934, but that would just set off a series of ruthless dictatorships. Then, in 2010, the country was struck by a 7.0 earthquake near Port-au-Prince. And because of wild mismanagement by previous rulers, the country was ill-prepared to deal with such a large earthquake. Buildings came crumbling down, and an estimated 300,000 Haitians are thought to have perished. Despite international aid from the US and many other countries, Haiti would struggle to rebuild. In July 2021, the last elected president of Haiti was assassinated. This would be followed shortly after yet another devastating earthquake that would hit the southwest part of the country. With two major catastrophes so close to one another, the country sunk into its current state where there is no elected president, no functioning parliament, and a barely functioning court system. In fact, much of Haiti today is run by various gangs.
Haiti is the hood.
You pause real quick. Do you notice how right there they jumped from 1935 all the way to 2010?
Yeah, that's a pretty big jump.
I've studied what
That's
a lot of history
75
being overlooked.
Yeah,
There's
that's
like 10
75
rebellions.
years of being of doing it on your own.
There's like 10 different rebellions I heard about. Like I asked a Haitian buddy of mine once about it. And,
Hey,
he told me, oh yeah. It went
SKC,
wild, man. They had dictators going around killing each other for a while.
SKC, if you think about it, the amount of time they skipped is almost the same as the 60, 70 years since the Jim Crow laws. Think about that for a second. 70 years to destroy it. Everything that was given to them.
Oh man, stop! You're bringing me over to like white supremacy area. I mean, come on.
I'm just pointing out the
But yeah, it's like 1935 to 2010 is 75 years.
That's a lifetime.
Yeah, they had a bunch of different like iterations of government, you could say, to put it politely. They had this one guy who was like a voodoo president. He was straight up into that stuff. Like he was literally called that. Like apparently, like under
You
his
talking about
rule,
Papa Doc?
that's him. That's him.
Yeah.
My homie was telling me about the like. Apparently, his family suffered under that, and that's why they left. And then he got assassinated, and then the next guy came in. Like it's literally a mini Africa in one little spot. I'm sorry to say, like there's always another dictatorship of one after another, and then you always have another intervention. It's the same story all over again. Watch, in 100 years, you're gonna have Haiti all fucked up again. We're gonna be like, oh, should we send help? No, you're gonna have most of the world being like, we're broke helping. This method doesn't work. I guess that's why they're trying with Kenya now, because like they're literally all pushing for Kenya to go in. Apparently.
I say let them.
Yeah. Well, why not? Let's let Kenya step up. Fuck it. You might as well.
You guys ready to?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's finish. No, let's finish. Let's go back to the video. Let's finish the video. We'll look at this in a sec.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
With two major catastrophes so close to one another, the country sunk into its Despite international aid from the US and many other countries, Haiti would struggle to rebuild. In July 2021, the last elected president of Haiti was assassinated. This would be followed shortly after yet another devastating earthquake that would hit the southwest part of the country. With two major catastrophes so close to one another, the country sunk into its current state where there is no elected president, no functioning parliament, and a barely functioning court system. In fact, much of Haiti today is run by various gangs. Today, the two countries really couldn't be more different from each other in terms of stability and wealth. And while the Dominican Republic has had its own dealings with dictatorships in the past, its end result has been much different. The Dominican Republic has been able to diversify its economy and bring in a lot more money than its neighbor. As of 2022, the Dominican Republic had a GDP of about $255 billion. Meanwhile, Haiti had a GDP of about $34 billion. That's an incredible difference. And while you might think that it's due to the population of each, it really isn't. Again, as of 2022, the Dominican Republic was home to approximately 10.7 million people, and Haiti was home to 11.3 million people. By most economic measures, the two countries should have a fairly similar GDP, but Haiti has never been able to cobble together a functioning government in the same way that the Dominican Republic has. And this has led to new economies springing up in the Dominican Republic, such as a vast tourism industry that has simply never really materialized in Haiti. Haiti and the Dominican Republic share an island today, and that's about the only similarity between the two of them. Haiti, at this point, is not a functioning state. Whereas you could go to the Dominican Republic and have a pretty nice trip. Hopefully, Haiti will get there someday.
What I was wondering about is when you go back to that chart, Dominican Republic's GDP is larger than a lot of African countries.
Oh, their tourism is off the charts, bro. Like every cruise ship goes there. You name it, bro. Like they've really amped. Like if you wanted to make somewhere the tourism Wakanda joint, they did it. It's a paradise down there.
Okay, and Haiti has more people, although probably like what, almost like a what, 1/10 of the GDP. So people are just over there doing ESFB
all day long, literally.
It really shows the economic difference of culture. Wow.
Well, I mean, if you don't have a stable populace, I mean, you can't invite foreign aid. I mean,
at least they're diversifying the ESFB.
Well, Dominicans have. Let's look at the Dominican side. They've had to ask for foreign aid before too, right? Like they've went through struggles. Didn't they have to go through their own revolution with Spain, or was it just given to them? Like, what's that in the story? I know they definitely navigated those waters way better. That's for sure.
yeah.
It's like,
do we
what
reach
not-
the
what
end?
not
We
to
reach
do?
the end of the video?
Yeah, that was the end of it.
Oh, okay.
It's an island of what not to do and what to do, literally. It's right in the middle at the borders of Twilight Zone.
No, it literally shows you the difference between functional nibbas and black people, or non-functional nibbas and black people. That's what it is. It shows you the hood and people that want to get on with life.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Right.
like I'd rather Dominicans and nations than my neighbors. No offense.
So Freeman, you send this link. You said from Wikipedia.
Oh, yeah, I'm
You wanna
just saying
go
you can you can scroll down. I mean, Haiti has just received a lot of economic aid that has gone for naught, and all types of programs. And then the people just come in and, well, the blue hats especially, man. The blue hats gave them cholera, and the Clintons stole the gold. You know,
Hey, dude, that Clinton Haiti fund was the greatest Ponzi scheme ever created.
I can't believe those people are still not in prison. But yeah,
billions.
Haiti has gotten tons of aid, but they don't have a culture that is going to allow them to succeed. I mean, it's just there. You can't throw enough money at them.
They suck it up as soon as they get it.
They would have to be. They would have to be colonized. They would have to be colonized.
What their
There's no
government
way.
literally does is
Look at all the cases of
it's money
MREs
laundering.
they had.
They're money laundering the whole way. But the aid that comes in, they're like, oh, well, let's take a cut and we'll send it back. It's like Ukraine, right? They do that a lot. It's not like
I mean,
people can't
see, but America doesn't have the confidence in its own culture to just straight up colonize them. That is the only way you are going to transfer a functional culture to the people. There's no you can drop no amount of money on Haiti to fix it. None.
Well, with the gaslighting and racism in America right now, I mean, it only stands to reason that we don't have the confidence as a culture to colonize them right.
Shoot, I don't think we ever had.
How's
honestly.
America
I mean,
gonna
they're-
colonize the stars if they don't have the balls to colonize an island?
So what you guys are telling me is that Haiti is a working example of why reparations that won't work.
That is a good observation, SKC. Dude, your
Well, you
white
know what?
supremacy is coming along nicely, sir.
Well, bro, when I point
Hey,
out,
the money
like I
goes
pointed
back
that
to
out
the top
before.
of the institutions too.
I pointed that out before, but some people are just like, they agree. They're like, yeah, giving, cash payments out won't help, right? They know they will say that, but they should do it anyway because they owe, and they don't care how it's going to
Because
do.
my
It
Jordans and my
it would
22s.
destroy. It would just do. How many dudes are going to end up being in the hood and getting set up to be robbed? I mean,
Dude,
that's 10,000 deaths right there by itself.
Friedman. If you just think about it alone, just from the aspect of, look at all these motherfuckers are going to get millions of dollars, and they don't think that they're going to instantly become targets to everyone else who didn't.
You think the white redneck and the Latino won't be like, "They owe me."
They're going to get to see what it's like to be. They're going to get to see what it's like to have Whitey home invade them.
What do you think? What do you think the cartel? What do you think the cartels would do?
Oh, dude, they team up with the whiteys right away.
I mean, there are going to be so many drug deals gone wrong. I mean, it would be a bloodbath. But I mean,
bro, they're crying gentrification now. Just get your reparations. We'll show you some gentrification.
I mean, it would be a bloodbath. But I mean, and people have agreed with me on that, but they still want it anyway, just because the white man is guilty. And it's
They
like,
want to
okay,
keep playing.
whatever.
Look, they want to keep playing that, but in the end, they're going to be begging for the white man to help. They already are.
They're. Oh man, see,
They already are. You can tell. Look at the same time that they want to buy, they want from the hand. But the thing is, it's not like.
No, they don't. They want white people to be responsible for them, and they want white people to love them.
That is a fact. That is 100% fact.
They want the workers.
While they openly hate white people.
Well, it's a cry for help.
Why was it necessary for them to be recognized as a country by those other places?
At the time era, it was like America and other smaller republics. They were all trying to get recognized by different locations.
America had already been recognized for almost 100 years.
Because it was I know, but in that era, it was still working this way where you want the recognition of. It's not about a European power; it was about trade power. I think
it's more so because the other side of the island was already recognized.
Well, no, they were actually still under Spanish dominion. Yeah, like they were still under Spain. Like that was still going down, bro. It hasn't been that long. So, in essence, if you broke away as an independent country, like what America needed to do was get the backing of France. It also got the backing of the Netherlands. It was the money, the trade. You can't just become a new country. Like imagine Quebec in Canada breaks the fuck off, tries to become its own country. It has nothing. It's gonna need trade partners ASAP immediately. That's why you like making a new country in the exploration age is like you need business empires to be like, okay, I'll do business with you. So in essence, I think the leaders of the Haitian Revolution were thinking they could take the sugar plantations. Oh, like we make this profit, let's earn it for us. But I think they did their math wrong. and the deal with France, that totally screwed them over. Nobody else was going to be talking to them, especially during the climate at the time. It was just like, they literally killed all the white people on the island. And then they're asking all the white nations, hey, can we do business with you now? It's like, are you dumb? Thomas Jefferson's over there in Morocco whacking them with freaking Marines. It's like, no, we're not dealing with this. Like back then, they were extremely more defensive culturally of who they do business trade with. That was a thing. So Haiti had a serious problem on his hand. That's probably why they came up with the idea of getting the France debt and all that shit. So they were probably trying to get their sugar economy going. But just like in Zimbabwe, when they got rid of the white farmers in the Rhodesia, repeated story, right?
Yeah, I guess it does.
Let me
Say, it does say here that February 27th, 1844, is when the Dominican Republic was actually recognized as a country and declared its independence.
Was it before or after the Haitian Revolution?
I'm just telling you, it says February 27th, 1844 is what it says. It was a Spanish colony from 1492 to 1795.
Didn't Haiti revolt in early 1800s?
Prior to that,
I'm not agreeing with this or disagreeing. I'm just saying this is what was stated. A guy named Robert Lansing, during the American occupation of Haiti, he was the American Secretary of State during that time. He stated that Haiti needed to be occupied because the population had an inherent propensity for unruliness, savagery.
and isn't that where they said they had over 600,000 slaves from Africa?
Yeah, no. What they literally killed all the white slave owners. After that,
And that-
they've been wild ever since.
And he stated that the population was ungovernable.
Wait. Link this.
Yeah, I'll send you the link right now along with the timestamp.
Well, I just find it interesting that it's the quote unquote the same unruly Negroes that came from the same unruly area of Africa in America, supposedly.
Yeah, so the local natives of that entire island actually died of disease, so that's why the French actually shipped a lot of slaves in. Yeah.
Well, the
At first
slaves
it was-
actually the slaves outnumbered the French and the actual locals there, according to
Yeah,
that documentary. I think it was like 6-1.
Oh, straight up! Like if you actually look into the Haitian Revolution, they would actually secretly practice with machete fighting, and then when the day came,
Well, it sounds to me like if they would have just continued on with the slave practice, they'd be a flourishing country.
well, see, that's the thing. They were trying to turn their economy into an independent thing, but what they didn't understand is that their entire economy was that French nobility that was there overruling them. So it's like they would have had to select their own elites to then enslave themselves, or at some essence, not even enslaving themselves, but to bring some sense of order, which it doesn't look like that happened. Like if you look at the Mexican Revolution, you can see a sense of order, but like they're going in there with like some empiricism and different philosophies. You know, they're not just going in blind, kill the person who enslaved you. You know, there's a bunch of revolutions, even the Italian city-states. There's so many revolutions, republics in those eras were like, you know, dealt with these questions.
That is impressive right there, Kamasi. 24,000 rounds per minute. Holy shit.
Making a lot of barbecue.
That's a lot
That's
of
a lot of barbecue, bro. I don't think I have enough Sweet Baby Rays to cover that.
No, I don't. Nope. Shout out to the white man for creating Sweet Baby Rays, by the way.
That was the white man?
Yeah, it sure was.
I didn't know that.
Yep,
I
I didn't
didn't
either
know
until
that.
SKC pulled up the link.
Wow.
Yep. That dude, that's how white men market shit to black people. That they make it and then slap a black face on it so you buy it.
Yeah, that's how quote unquote luxury brands work. Did you see Floyd Mayweather just spent, I don't know, 6-7 million on Gucci?
Bruh, what the fuck?
He probably sold 100,000 $600 belts for that company.
What's the whole?
Wait, he bought it from a business standpoint or a consumer standpoint?
No, from a consumer standpoint.
Jesus.
Like not even a sponsorship.
That's
not
a lot
even
of Gucci.
sponsored. Spend.
That's probably
You
not
know
a
what I'm
lot of
saying?
Gucci.
Not even can't even get a franchise out of it. Like, that's crazy.
Just paid
And I
like
bet
half
you-
the
I bet you he
salary
didn't
of
even
the
pull
whole
his
board
wallet
of the
up.
company.
Oh, poor Goofy.
That's crazy, man.
Dude, who knew
Yeah,
that?
it's really crazy when you think about that they give certain stuff free to other people just to wear, just to improve their brand.
Yeah, man.
Because who knew Walt Disney was predicting the future of Haiti?
It all comes back around.
Well, that look like
There were some really nice buttered biscuits he had too.
like the only major case of like interhuman dining in Europe that really severely went down was in Ukraine, 1930s. The Holodomor, when the Soviets pretty much starved out all the Ukrainians. Nobody talks about that. So, like they literally had posters in Kiev in the 1930s saying, "Don't eat your children." It was that bad.
The Ukrainians deserve to be starved out. They're horrible people.
Oh, but like the whole point of 9 meals away from anarchy, it's like, what is that anarchy? You're seeing it in Haiti right now.
No, they're eating each other like beef jerky over there, sir.
That's messed up, man.
I don't have an answer to that, Deacon Dave. I don't know enough about Haiti, but what the stuff that I'm listening to that's I'm finding interesting. There were French people over in Haiti, like in the early 1900s. There were a bunch of Germans that went there, and they were helping like build infrastructure and different things because they couldn't do it. So it's crazy, you know. But
I would say the closest equivalent you're going to get, Deacon Dave, is the Haitians that live here that won't tell you about Haiti.
Yeah, there are plenty of successful Haitians here in South Florida. Definitely, they don't talk about.
Yeah,
Haiti. I mean, how could you be a coon in Haiti? Imagine SKC doing an SKC type thing in Haiti. I mean, he would be hacked to death instantly.
He'd be gone.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a small island, bro.
We heard you on YouTube.
It's like, you're just on a stream chat, and the whole block lives all around you.
I would take my chances with just like getting on one of those little flotation devices and trying to make it across.
Oh, you'd definitely be one of the with like showing up as the Haitian, and then you see the Cuban guy, be like, "Show me how. Let's go to Florida." That's another thing, man. Like, you already have the Democrats saying we should let them in.
You know, that actually does make sense now, because now that I think of it, because I remember
certain American
I remember PSB. I remember PSB on channels when he used to go at it with Tethers and people from, like, I remember he would call them the coons of their, like, dude, you left because you couldn't even hack it where you was from. You the coon of your own homeland. Like, he would say stuff like that, and that kind of makes sense now.
So is Haiti the place, the hood for Haitians? And then, like, getting out of the island is like a thing? Because I tell you right now, if I was born there, I'd be...
Oh, bro, everybody leaves, bro.
Like,
I mean, Haitians are everywhere, dude. Everywhere.
The emigration rate is literally like Ireland back in the day.
Yeah, like wherever, if you go through like any of the Caribbean islands, there's tons of Haitians there. And there'll be some of them like living in the bush. They have their own like communities, just like in the bush, like off the beaten path. You gotta walk down the path and go, oh, that's where everybody is. And then they just come out to work and then go back to the bush. Matter of fact, they were the first to survive the hurricane. That last hurricane that came through, that hit, that devastated the Bahamas like about 5 years ago. They rode that out in the bush. They rode that out in the bush, and they helped rebuild the island because they were like some of the only people left on it.
Yeah, why did they stay in Haiti? Why didn't they were like, yo, let's go back to Africa? Like, why didn't they have that dream moment? Let's exit us back. Like why didn't they?
They're a different culture, man. They were colonized by the French. That's why they speak Creole. They are unique.
It's like what. Like I've noticed the different culture
my answer.
between the Irish emigration and the Haitian one is that like the Irish do eventually want to like venture home at some point. Be like, hey, it's home, nice. Yeah, we left it in the famine 200 years ago. Like, but like I don't know. But I guess the other way around is just want to get the hell out.
Yeah, no, they're
Nobody wants to go
definitely.
back to Africa, bro. Nobody.
Yeah, nobody. Let me play this video real quick. That's a shout to you, man.
Robert, years of the occupation, felt that it was absolutely necessary to intervene in Haiti because its black population was ungovernable with an inherent tendency to savagery. To better understand the context in which this occupation occurred, let's briefly review the events that led up to it. Between 1911 and 1915, Haiti was stuck in an unprecedented political crisis. The country changed presidents 6 times in only 4 years. Political assassinations and forced exile had become the norm. On February 22, 1915, Villebrun Guillaume Sam was elected president of the Republic. From the moment he came to power, he was confronted by the opposition of the revolutionary leader Rosalvo Bobo, former Minister of the Interior and a sworn enemy of the new president. In order to consolidate his power and impose his pro-American policy, the new president persecuted his political opponents, throwing them in prison. By the end of April 1915, he had imprisoned dozens of personalities hostile to his policies. But his situation became fragile because he provoked so much opposition. An important popular uprising succeeded in overthrowing his government. Yet, he maintained control of the situation and had 167 political prisoners executed, most of them from rich mulatto families who had links with the very influential German community in Haiti. The former president, Horace Zamor, one of his key opponents, was also executed. On the morning of July 26, 1915, the presidential palace was attacked. The president fled and took refuge inside the French embassy. An enraged crowd rioted in front of the embassy and demanded that Villebrun Guillaume Sam be delivered into their hands. They ultimately succeeded in invading the building, seizing the president, dragging him outside where he was massacred. His body was displayed by the crowd throughout the streets of the capital. The very next day after this drama, the American troops invaded the country. The president, Villebrun Guillaume Sam, played right into the Americans' game by persecuting the German community in Haiti. The Americans were very preoccupied with the role played by the Germans on the island and suspected that they were a threat to American interests. Indeed, by the beginning of the 20th century, the tiny German community in Haiti had amassed considerable economic power. It controlled a large part of the Haitian economy. But the German community was more integrated into the Haitian society than other Western communities. Some Germans had married Haitian women in order to find a loophole around the constitutional law that forbade foreigners from owning land in Haiti. German immigrants nevertheless maintained tight relationships with their home country, and the Americans suspected them of being part of a spy ring that Germany had set up in Haiti. In 1918, under the influence of the Americans, Haitian President Sud Dartignav declared war on Germany and confiscated all the wealth of the Germans living on the island. He also imprisoned a number of them, including prominent merchants and businessmen. At the end of the First World War, a number of Germans were deported from the country and had their possessions.
Yeah, I was slowing down on my end, but I did want to talk about they got German roots and French roots as well. Some of these Haitians, which is
Mm.
pretty remarkable. I was noticing that part with the Germans coming in, but I didn't want to keep playing. It was slowing down on my end.
Well, I thought that was
Yeah.
established when it said that they owed Germany a lot of money too, right along with France and America.
Hmm. I noticed that the common thing of them constantly trying to, or not constantly trying, but actually killing their elites like over and over again.
Does seem to be a reoccurring thing.
And nothing becoming better because of it. So my question is, does that fly in the face of this whole eat the rich concept that they're pushing around today?
It definitely does, but it also speaks to the concept of from what I was seeing, just just leave us alone. We can do it on our own type of thing, because it seems like whenever some other people come over, they come over with new ideas of how to do stuff, and they quickly become the centers of commerce.
SKC, are you alluding to the fact is this is what supporting only black owned anything results in?
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
No,
There's a hint of there is a piece of truth to that, but I think the greater idea is that there is no, like Umar was talking earlier about this self-sustaining country. If they were just left alone, they would be a self-sustaining country. There's no such thing. You're exalting a concept that has, to my understanding, has never really been done, and you're discounting just the normal thing throughout history that every country has done to succeed.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious that when other people come over there, they bring new ideas that are just superior to what's there locally, and that's why they're able to become have much commercial success very quickly. But people like Umar, they want to keep everything in house, but they don't want to acknowledge that the in-house talent doesn't have the acumen of the rest of the world.
There it is. Because they would even be further along, even if you did like keep it black. Let's just say that you did. You would be further along even if you did business with other countries that are doing better than you by that criteria. I mean, there aren't that many countries, but I mean, it's feasible. But you would only get so far, which is probably like 5 feet in front of you. You do need that other culture, that superior culture, the culture whose water is colder, let's say.
You're walking on the supremacy line a little hard.
To come in and improve. You need it. There is no Wakanda.
Why are you drinking Pedialyte, bro?
I need it.
Use both your eyes.
What? What? No. Play that one more time.
Why are you drinking Pedialyte, bro?
I need it.
Use both your eyes.
Use both your eyes.
Holy crap.
Between that and hyena clip, I don't know which one, man.
Hey, by the way, man, check this out. This is last night's dry chicken that I made. Watch this. Watch this. Does that look dry? How can you just peel stuff right off the bone if it's dry? Just want to
Not at all. Not at all.
No, it doesn't. I know that that's irrelevant, but I mean, look at how easy that just comes out there.
Holy crap! Did she say Pedialyte?
Oh yeah.
For holy crap!
Mm-hmm.
Cooked.
Yep.
It's Brondo. It's got electrolytes. That's why he needs it, because people need electrolytes.
Yes, sir.
My wife gives it to me when I'm sick. And at first I was like, why are you giving me Pedialyte? Like, what's going on here? But that shit work. That shit work when you're sick.
Well, it's basically
That an emergency.
It's Gatorade.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
God damn, look at baby Bruce Lee right there.
He ain't playing. Hey. Oh my goodness, man.
Go inside of the peas and everything else, and the baby food, and wow.
You can't make the shit up, SKC.
I don't know, man. That was interesting. That was quite interesting. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, the lazy eye stuck out to me. So,
hey, take it easy on them lazy eye kids. I used to be one, and so is my daughter.
what's something you shake out of? You like it fixes itself at some point?
Well, I wore glasses most of my life to correct mine, but now that once Lily gets old enough, we'll probably just take her up for LASIK surgery, because usually LASIK will fix it. All lazy eye is you have a weak muscle in your eye, and it's not allowing your eye to sit straight. You know.
Gotcha.
SKC, before you go, man, let me get your thoughts on this last video. I kind of did a video on this, but I never got you guys' opinion. Let me play this real quick.
And I'll say it first so you can get a feel. This is the scariest thing I've ever done. I'm Robert F. Kennedy Jr. You don't have to believe the lies. You don't have to take sides. You can help me heal the divide. As President of the United States, I'll be standing on business and helping the community. Hey, yeah, if you see somebody hungry, try to get them something to eat. If you see somebody lonely, you should try to be their peace. Southern hospitality, tell people that you love them, and that gon' make a better sister and better brother. We all got a purpose, and you find it when you struggle. Can't worry about who ain't with us. We got each other. We black and beautiful. Question is, do they deserve us? Looking for change in the community to serve us. Boost. Community server. For them not what's the purpose. That's why I'm standing on business.
Cause I'm standing on business.
Oh,
wow.
Well, they are a musical people.
Yes, they are, sir. Yes, they are.
And I would never box with RFK. That he got that old man strength.
Oh, you talking that I ain't fucking around with you strength?
Yeah, man. That I'm telling you, I'm like, for real. He has that old man strength.
He's got that I grew up on a dairy farm tossing dairy cows around strength.
I saw this clip of him doing push-ups and junk. And he knocked off like 100 of them joints like it was nothing.
A
Oh
lot of them
wow.
a lot of them old cats used to do 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups every morning and every night.
Yeah, it was like didn't even break a sweat.
Yeah, that was to get the blood flowing in the morning and to wind down at night before you went to bed.
That's like good grief on that Arnold kick. But yeah, I mean standing on business, all that type of stuff. Like, you know, cool Kamasi, that's why I say that the culture needs to die out. You don't need hip hop catchphrases when it comes to conducting political or corporate business or in academia. But it seems as though they cannot shake that concept that they have to connect everything to some sort of rap, hip hop. It just doesn't make any sense, and I don't understand how you could believe that people would take you seriously by associating such things with that.
So, with what we see in the community and what we see in Haiti, what we see in Zimbabwe, with this black thing, does that mean it's is there actually, could there be more of an increase on how much of a genetic component this is, or is it just a psychological historical coincidence?
No, I don't think it has anything to do with genetics, unless you're going into the part about people staying within a certain area for generations and, you know, ESFB going on, and then yeah, you got to throw that component in there. But on a larger scale, no, I don't think it has anything to do with genetics. It's culture. And when people do not want to discard negative aspects of culture, but they actually want to celebrate or in some ways worship different parts of degenerate culture, yeah, these are the outcomes of it. And I don't think it's just something that can be shown in the black world. Conservative was showing different parts of it within India with you know, the worship of the cow and so forth, and how you have these people, even learned individuals, that try to instead of discarding obvious mistruths, they try to link it to science. Like, oh no, the cow has 3 stomachs and there's some sort of carbon distribution and sort of all that type of crap. You know, it's like, come on, it's a bunch of nonsense. That's, to me, that's akin to the Dr. Sebi type of stuff, because you want to have so much pride in the ancient stuff that that really was failed. It didn't really produce anything, but you want to, I would say, compete with other cultures that whose histories did produce things.
Right.
Well,
and it goes to that question of people stating that are trying to lead with that idea that all cultures are equal, and they're not.
Briskets. Please, I beg you. I am so horny. Just hear me out. Please give me this thing, please.
I am not human. I'm a spirit.
Forget the fact that you're spirit. See, you have Bobby, you have Pickles, you have backside. Everything is good. Eh?
This is not ordinary Bobby and Pickles.
It doesn't matter. Please, just give me this thing. I'm so horny.
This is spiritual Pickles.
I know I like spiritual things. I am spiritually strong. Okay, fine. If it's not...
Now think about that. There was a cameraman for this. There was a script for this. There were rehearsals for this. There was a going out and buying outfits for this. There was securing a place to be able to film this. There was editing for this. Because they felt that was important to put out to the world about their culture.
You know, SKC, with all the video footage that Hood has showed lately, I find it hard to believe anymore that this tale that's been told about melanated people were the ones that taught the Caucasoid, demons to how to not live with their livestock, when you literally got modern melanated people living with livestock.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's just blatant lies.
I explain that shit to me. How does that even make sense?
Yeah, it's just blatant lies, and then you have these people that would try to do this whole thing of, where cultures, all civilizations rise and fall, there's this and that. And it's like, nah, not like that.
Right.
Like, heck, even in the Dark Ages, Europe still had concepts of farming, of serfdom, of king, queen, of armies and trade, and it's like seafaring. I mean, so no, it didn't just disappear and
yeah.
It's just wild, man. It's wild that this new revisionist history that seems to be going on. It's crazy.
I need to get AC Star's take on Haiti, on what's going on.
Jesus
I need to
Christ,
find
are
that.
you serious?
Yes, sir. For journalism's sake, I am. Yes, absolutely.
Wow, dude. That might be a violent take, though.
I accept it for what it is. The ups and downs.
I'm sure somehow it's going to be the Crackers' fault.
It's enough to get me to the boiling point.
Yeah, the black version of that.
Man, there is a black version of that. I can't find it though. It's one what they did with Cori Bush. And she's in Congress and she's doing that. They do like every time she inhales, because she does that a lot in her, I guess in her speech. And they do that. It's a long one, and at the end of it, it just goes to racism. It just at the end of it is all that. It is amazing. Yeah.
Expect the same thing is going to happen in this four-quarter match.
Let me tell you something, Gino. You out here talking about a clique. The only clique you need to know about is the Harlem Heat and Sister Sherry. See, because what you dealing with here is the brotherhood. It's non-stop from this point on in WCW. We take what we want, and after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
I should point out for the record, Stevie Ray, look at this. Take a look. We're talking about the rack, the torture rack of Lex Luger, and what about the choke slam of the Giant? These are the things you're going to have to deal with tonight.
What about the...
That looked
Coming
like
for you, nigga.
That looked like a plantation owner sitting there. Just saying.
Well, that's that was kind of their original gimmick. They're trying to reach out for history.
Yeah, Freeman, I think so. He knew exactly what he said right there. Did he turned real quickly to try to catch his face. Oh, goodness.
But yeah, you guys give your final thoughts, man. If you got anything going on later on, let me know, man.
I like beef jerky. I like any kind of
Yeah.
jerky. Come on,
Yeah,
Haiti
man.
with the jerky.
Oh yeah. Yes,
That's my
sir.
final
Yes, sir.
thought. Jerky is
Come
good.
on. Jerky is good, man. But the Haitian jerky, you got to be careful. You don't know where it came from. Anyway.
and Sweet Baby Ray's was made by a white man.
Oh,
Are you
hallelujah.
Are you telling me there's no FDA in Haiti?
I don't know. Maybe that would be a good project to find out.
They don't have any regulations on how food is made and distributed and kept and all that.
Is there a prime cut of Haitian barbecue? Is it the arm? Is it a certain arm that makes the certain wagyu cut?
Are there any kosher kosher standards for the for the meat?
Are they range free? Is there range free? Like.
Yes, I hope Freeman streams, man. I'm hoping other people
me too.
stream.
Me too, man.
Everything.
Oh, yeah, especially
Anyway,
2024 coming up. My bad, SKC.
Yeah. No. What on that, Kumasi? Like, what is your prediction? Do you think? Because people have been laying pretty low. They haven't really been talking about any of that stuff. But right around, I would say, especially like after summer, a lot of those political wars are gonna fire up again.
I can't wait, man.
Because I don't think that they can help themselves.
I need to get my commentary voice up. That's what I'm trying to do. Do the commentary for the promos like Jim Ross. I gotta get my voice up.
But one thing I will say though, man, and I'm still being completely honest about this. I would not be surprised if before December we either have an assassination or an attempt.
Who you got though? Who you got on the other end of that?
I'm saying on either side, I think that there's gonna be. I would not be surprised if there are one or the other, an attempt or an actual, and I would not be surprised if on the blue side that there's a manufactured one.
Yeah. That's true, man. Shout out to LA Thought, man. I appreciate you. You be shouting me out, man. I appreciate that, man. So, that will be a hell of a ride, man. That will be a hell of a ride for 2024. That manufacturer one, though. I was trying to ask, would you think it'll be a domestic person that pulls the trigger or a foreign one?
I don't know. Free Zone, do me a favor. If you say that has already been staffing, send me some links to that stuff. I'm just curious, man. I gotta get some other work done today, but I would love to listen to hear some of the commentary that's occurring. So if you're still there, man, yeah, send me the links to that. Let me send you something, by the way, Kumasi, for your stream.
Hey, no problem, man. I appreciate it. Hey, but on that note, man, gotta pick up my other son. So catch you guys on the streams, man, on the back end, man. I appreciate everybody today, man. Shout out to Free Zone, shout out to Ragnar, Big Homie Snowman, SKC, the Doctor of Coons, and Freeman's Journal, man. I appreciate everybody, especially in the chat too, man. Y'all take it easy, man. Let me leave y'all with a clip. You know, it's probably my trademark.
Please. It ain't a motherfucking nigga walking this planet with a ding dong swinging to his ankles that I'm afraid of.
Peace.